And welcome back to Nat19's Curse of Strahd, session, what, 36? Yeah! We've been going hard.
Hell yeah.
And I didn't get bullied like last... You jokes. Speaking of getting bullied, Deco!
Last time, though.
Yeah, I know, it's true. What happened last game, Deco?
Grier
It's
happened.
true. It's true.
Yeah.
Recap.
This recap's actually pretty two-part, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No lie.
So, we were at Madame Ava's camp. While we were at Madame Ava's camp, we were trying to get some things done, such as armor. And then once we had the armor thing, we're like, hey, let's wait on the armor. So we decided to wait on the armor. While everybody decided to do this, we were all split amongst ourselves. We chatted with Madame Ava. Several people went and did that. There was a Grier that went and did that, and Ashley just sat there, and he's like, "You gonna leave?" And she's like, "Nope." And then he just talked to her. Then he left. Then Devin came in, did the same thing. "You gonna leave?" "Nope." And then they slept there, which is pretty neat. After like Devin almost killed me.
Shut up. What, dude?
Against my will.
It was so consensual, okay?
Consensual murder.
At which the remainder of the people decided to go and do a lookout, and we did the stupid thing and said, "Nah, we're just gonna sleep at Madame Ava's tent because that was quite the stupid thing. Smart." And then they're like, "Hey, all right, let's leave. let's leave." I just love. I was like, let's have one person do the watch every time, and then like Jolene was there. She almost got kidnapped by a bush.
Yeah.
That is
the bush.
That is definitely.
Let's not lie. We've had a princess for a really long time, and she hasn't been kidnapped yet. So I think we were overdue for one.
Children have been kidnapped more than she has.
It's true.
But then a bunch of loud stuff happened. All those loud things didn't seem to do much of anything for our friend, though, because he's still...
It's true.
So he just laid there while Hadrick got up. Eventually, Monty and Grier got up. Things were going on. Eventually, Jolene got back up from being dead. Eventually, Ashley and Devin got up. Kilala decided not to do anything to help at all, forever. Because fuck off, I hate her now. I'm kidding. And
what do you mean Kilala's your favorite character?
Then I lost consciousness a lot by getting kicked in the back of the head by a nightmare. I got my throat slit open because Grier didn't love me. Yeah, man. Then Grier left because he was trying to save all of us because he wanted someone to go to Strahd's castle so all this could end. He left. We didn't want to end that though, so we kept on fighting, and we almost won. It was great. And now we're missing a Grier.
I think we did win. I mean, we didn't kill anyone, but we did. There was
we killed the nightmare.
We killed the nightmare. We didn't lose. We didn't lose, but we didn't really gain anything other than confidence.
You don't need to gain to win.
I mean, we didn't run. They're the ones that ran.
Yeah.
We came out of it. I mean, they got a Grier, we got self-confidence. Who really won in the end?
It's a nice trade, I think.
You're right. We did.
And, yeah.
And that's exactly where we're picking up. Everyone at the camp.
You want us to head out for this part?
If you'd like to, you don't necessarily need to. I don't know how many secrety secrets they want to keep from you here. If anyone would like to ask,
I mean,
he could be. For a moment.
He could be compromised now, for all we know.
True.
Fucking spying on us in the meta for Strahd, like he's always been.
Eric at the very beginning.
That's why you left. That one mission wasn't about Jolene. It was giving you an excuse to return to your fucking master.
I believe it.
Right.
Get out of here, Gabumon!
Too soon, Logan.
It's really not.
It's only been a year, Logan.
No, it's too soon.
70 years from now, it'll be too soon.
He's right.
The music is still going on by the fire. There's still a bunch of Vistani partying around. Okay. The crying in the tents has mostly died down. There's still a couple like soft sounds, especially Jolene, Devin. You guys can hear it with your nutty perceptions. But it mostly the children that are in there seem to be getting back to rest.
Well, someone start. Who wants to be the first to say a thing?
Are you all right?
Go away!
Go.
Okay.
Get out of here, God!
I'm too betrayed and
Shut up, Casimir! No.
So I'm gonna, if I can, I'd like to, as the others leave.
Can I get the map of this place?
I recognize that the answer's probably going to be no, but can I, like, look into the distance in the direction that Grier went to see if I can, like, if there's even a remote chance that I can tell where he set down?
It's deep night, so
yeah, I thought
you
so.
couldn't see. I think you have sun sword out, so you can definitely still see, but you can only see just a bit past these tents. With the trees and everything else, yeah, it's pitch black out there.
So there's if we can't even like realistically go after him at this point.
Roll me. Let's see, 1 second. I gotta check something real quick. Where is? Oh, did I delete the other one? Dang it. You do have a vague line of sight. Roll me a perception check. You'd need to basically nat 20, but this would be something that'd be visible if you could.
Dun, 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 dun.
I believe in you!
Dun, 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 dun. That's a 9. Alright, so
it's foggy and dark.
Well, that went swimmingly. That's not exactly how I expected to be waking up this morning.
You know, same. Just rubbing my fucking horse wound.
How do I phrase? What happened after I, and she's gonna make a gesture, like her head's getting cut off or being knocked out.
No, that was me.
We made as much noise as we could and we tried to help you. And we did. And things went well. Except for that! Points off in the distance towards where Grier went.
Did something happen that caused him to... Like, was there a spell cast on him, or...
You were awake for most of that battle, weren't you? I healed you, like, fucking
You know about as much about Grier as we do. Honestly.
Yeah, you were up before Grier even came over to engage.
No, Grier came over and got her.
Yeah,
right, right. He was like,
it was
just like a turn or two.
He hadn't even moved back up. He hadn't moved back onto the top of the caravan there until like before you woke up. So you would have a recollection of all that, I think.
That is a little troubling, to say the least.
No, he didn't have a spell cast on him. The only spell cast on him is whatever influence that other has. That other person like him. Is he an Aarakocra? Is that his race? What is his race? He's a bird.
Yes.
That's all I know about
Yes,
Grier.
he is an Aarakocra.
The other Aarakocra, then.
Eric, I really want to apologize for what I'm about to say.
He's not here.
Oh, he's not? Okay.
This is really necessary he be gone, Eric. This isn't exactly like fate levels of conspiracy.
I'm gonna pull him back up.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to be
pull him back so I can say I'm sorry before I say this.
Alright.
Eric, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. Alright, anyway, so...
Yeah, get the fuck out, Eric.
You're an Aarakocra, right?
Didn't he meet up with that other one just yesterday?
Yeah. Several times he's met up with them. And we've let him do it every time, out of respect. You think this was premeditated?
I don't want to think of it that way, but...
No, Grier wouldn't.
Strahd knows where we are no matter what, so I don't think that it was needed to. But...
I just don't
Why would he
understand.
leave?
Precisely.
Clearly, he's got a very complex relationship with that Griff guy. Like, I don't know why he would do this.
I don't see what's complex about it.
Yeah, speaking of complex,
Yeah,
I want to look back to Kilala.
she's fine.
I want to turn on my talk to animals.
Traitor the second!
Leave her alone.
Kilala, what's wrong with you? What happened there?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Why weren't you helping us?
I was. I was
She just
helping
looks at
Devin.
She looks to Devin.
I don't know, man.
You usually help all of us. Did we do something wrong?
No. Tail kind of flits back and forth.
That's kitty language for irritation.
She's
One
just gonna
blue
look
eye,
sadly
one
at the
green eye just
cat.
staring at-
I wanna like notice her like tail flip and be like Kilala, and then like pet her on the head. Be like, it's
She
Ashley.
leans into it.
Yeet.
I'll stop meowing at the cat now, and I'll be sad.
Well, currently there's no way that we can go after Gryer. There's not much we can do. Especially not in the state we're in. We need to rest.
It seems like he's picked a side, doesn't it?
Certainly seems that way.
I agree with that notion. I can't
mean-
imagine why.
If we go after him, what's the plan? He's not gonna come back with us.
I think that. No, I was knocked out. Never mind. I was about to say,
Oh.
didn't he say they were gonna kidnap us? But okay, I was knocked out.
I
They
was
seem to
elsewhere.
think. They seem to think that since they have Gryer now, we're gonna run off to Strahd's party.
But he left on his own accord.
Yeah, if it was a case of us rescuing him, then that might work, but he chose to do this.
We all seemed prepared to fight till whatever conclusion was brought.
Hadrick's gonna turn off Sunrise and put the blade back wherever Hadrick keeps the blade. Well, if he wants time to talk to that other Arakakra, he's got it now. We're all charged right now. Let's sleep on this.
Not here. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it's safe here right now.
It's perhaps a bit suspicious that some of us did not wake up in time due to the
Not
rambunctious
suspicious.
No.
They're not on our side.
I know
Yeah.
a place.
Handy.
What?
Off
Kilala?
of the side of Monty's pauldron, you see two small ears and these beady green eyes staring over this edge of him.
Oh,
Can we all understand this?
If
Yeah,
it's an
you
animal,
underst-
I can.
You could understand it.
Stare.
what's on my shoulder?
You see a small squirrel-like creature.
Is it the same
Oh.
squirrel-like creature?
Oh
Because he needs
no!
to get back in my fucking cloak.
Squirrel-like creature.
I back away.
Because he needs
from
to get
it.
back in my fucking cloak is what he
You
needs.
were being trampled by a horse.
Where do you suggest we go?
It's a ways away.
Is no one else freaked out that they can hear the squirrel?
I'm on the same boat of Ashley.
I mean, I can hear. I've always been able to hear the squirrel, but you guys.
Oh, so I'm not crazy. It is talking.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, you're all seeing the talkie squirrel. Okay.
Yes.
Traveling is dangerous for us right now. If we get ambushed by virtually anything, we could be killed.
He's not far. Maybe a 10-minute walk. You couldn't bring your... He kind of points with his nose towards the towards your cart.
When you say he, are you referring to who I'm assuming? Looks at Ashley? She talking is the fucking squirrel talking about the mage?
Hey man, I don't know. I got my neck chopped off and the back of my head caved in. I'm willing to listen to anybody.
You know, that checks out. Sounds good.
I would like to roll insight against Senior Squirrel.
Can I do the same?
Sure, both of you roll insight, and he'll roll persuasion or deception.
Bow, 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 Squirrel.
He's taking this very serious. I was just imagining Hadrick talking to the tiny squirrel from Griffin.
I think we should trust him.
Oh my god.
He seems
Monty.
like for Monty, he seems legit talking squirrel. Hadrick, looking at him, he seems like he's analyzing you. But he doesn't seem to be lying. You're not getting anything like that from him. He looks like he's on guard.
He's sizing Hadrick up.
To be fair, I don't actually think resting here is a bad idea. Though they're not on our side. If we get ambushed by the same people again, as long as we're on guard, it won't be a big deal. Plus, we've eliminated their nightmare. They'll need time to recover as well.
You hurt more.
I was trying to be on guard.
If we do this again, we need to make sure that we arrest in pairs.
I do think that we should potentially leave the Vistani. They don't seem to think that, well, they don't seem to think about our safety as much as we do theirs.
That's fair.
If we go off with him, I can always put up my tiny hut.
And we'll be able to use spells of stronger abilities due to their bigger ranges, instead of worrying about crushing Vistani camps.
I think we should stay within traveling distance of here at least.
Alright.
Good idea.
I'd also like to say goodbye to Madame Ava.
And Hadrick, we should probably suit up now that we have the opportunity to put our armor back on.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Pulls out a locket, magical glow, magical girl guard transformation sequence.
You're gonna put on your armor?
Well, I just slowly put my armor back on like normal.
If I remember right, it's like 10 minutes for Monty, and I think you have medium, so it's like 5 minutes for you. Donning, doffing rules, something to that effect. In any case, there's no encounters during. Oh, I'm not gonna hamper you guys at all.
I just basically want to make my way back to Madame Ava's tent. If she's asleep, just kind of like leave a note that says we're leaving, and then just come back to everybody else.
Madame Ava's tent. She's sat in the exact same place she's always been every time you've walked in.
She's not asleep?
She's looking right at you.
Okay. That's not creepy.
Oh.
She looks at Madame Ava. Was she like that whenever we left the tent?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. I guess I can be as upset with her as I was the other ones. Cool.
Are you okay, Ashley?
I've seen better.
She reaches under her desk and pulls out a small vial and hands it to you. Drink that.
She'll look at it. She'll take it.
Awesome. Do you drink it?
She does not drink it.
Oh. She just takes it.
But she'll take it.
Okay.
We're gonna go for a bit. We'll be back for Hadrick's armor.
Hadrick's armor?
He had somebody go out and shop for him.
Did he? Well, be safe. It's dangerous traveling at night. Are you sure you don't want to rest for a brief period? You all...
We tried.
Well, you look badly hurt.
We tried to. But the people here wouldn't let us, so we're gonna go.
All right.
Thank you for everything.
I'm sorry for the things that are going to happen, Ashley. Be well and be safe.
No matter what you guys do, and no matter what everybody here thinks, we're going to get out of this. And the rest of you will too.
They don't want to, Ashley.
I don't much care for what they want. She'll drink the vial.
Alrighty.
Huh.
Second here. Roll me 44 plus 4.
I was kind of waiting for a Roll-a-Con save.
What was
I
that?
did.
That
You
greater
heal for
healing?
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll drink it. She'll put the vial down. She'll give a slight bow to Madame Ava. I'll see you soon. And then she'll go to leave.
Alright. Yeah, you feel some of your wounds closing as you're walking out. The scar on your neck from where the knife was dragged along, though thin, begins to fade away.
She'll stop at the beginning very briefly, and then she'll step out and leave.
Yep. Tent flutters closed, and the world seems noisier outside than it did in. Even though only a bit of cloth was between you and her. Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Not particularly.
Ashley finds her way back to you all.
Brood.
Alright, Squirrel, lead the way.
Is he still on my shoulder?
No, he's hopped off.
I have my blue robes out just to show that if he doesn't lead us somewhere, he's going right back in them.
Oof. If he doesn't lead us somewhere safe, I'm letting Devin eat him. I don't really do it all the time.
If he doesn't lead us somewhere safe, I'm killing Madame Ava.
Oh.
Hey now.
He skulks away around the back of the tent towards Flynn, and he works his way towards the wall.
I'm gonna go and I'm guessing since it took them like 10-15 minutes to do that, we have gotten the carriage ready to leave.
Are you planning on trying to take the carriage?
I'm bareback.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on.
We shouldn't just
road
leave
where
it,
we're
should we?
going?
Goldie.
We're not
It's
leaving
only,
it.
again, it's only like 10 minutes away, so maybe we should just leave it here and come back for it.
Let's not leave it here. Can we hide it somewhere? I know
mean, it's
that's
not
gonna
like-
take us
it's
a
not like
bit more
anything's
time.
It's not like anything's in there that we really need.
I mean, I
Oh.
think it's just the carriage itself that we need.
Yeah.
Oh, then you know.
It's mostly
I
just
mean,
to like keep our traveling down.
You could bring it, I guess, along the road. It would make it a little longer. You could.
If we're only going about 10 minutes away, I don't see the need for it.
Yeah, and let's be honest here. Jerry and Phil, they need to hang out. You know, they've been spooked too.
Is this a waypoint, Tiny Squirrel? Are we going here, and then are you going to want us to go somewhere else?
Sort of.
How far?
At this point, he's standing next to the water's edge. Just follow the water.
well, all
In
right.
any case, the path that we're taking, it sounds like the carriage is not going to do us much good.
Should I perhaps leave Flynn behind? He can, as long as I'm within, I think, about a mile, he should be able to warn us if someone tries to steal it.
It sounds like a good idea.
Nod, nod.
And if we hitch Flynn up to the carriage, then whenever he comes to save us, he'll bring the carriage.
Casimir, how do you feel about us trusting this talking squirrel?
Casimir, do tell.
Thoughts?
Thoughts?
Concerns?
I've seen a thing like that in my life, I'm going to be honest.
You've lived a long time, and you haven't seen a talking squirrel?
No, I haven't.
I find that weirdly shocking.
I've seen many undead things, but never a talking whatever that is.
Oh.
You in with us for this?
He's a wood squirrel.
I made a promise, and I will keep it, so if you judge it safe, or even dangerous, I'll still come with you.
Well, at least some people will stick with us.
Casimir. Yeah. Casimir's more loyal than Gryer.
Casimir, you're new Gryer.
Oh!
You shall be knighted as such.
I don't.
Eric's just silently listening to us like, I say we follow the squirrel.
We cast flying on both.
Yeah, we don't have much else to do. It's not like we're going to be able to salvage the rest of our rest. Not after that.
Let's follow emergency rations.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that Flynn is hooked up to the carriage and tell him, like, if anyone tries to steal you, Jerry or Flynn or the carriage, just, you know, give me a holler.
Everyone else just sees a horse and nod, and I'll just.
Excuse me.
He's speaking in his brain.
Damn it.
Yes, telepathic. I don't speak horse, I speak Flynn.
Damn it.
No, he was, yea, my lord.
Brad, you're so fucking happy.
Let's follow that squirrel.
Yep.
Alright.
Still sat by the water, kind of in the shadows. It's hard to pick him out. But he's just staring at you. Every once in a while, a bit of the firelight catches his eyes and kind of sheens off of it for a second. Are you ready?
For
Yes.
traveling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Just follow the river. And he vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Okay.
Guys! Are we sure this is still a
Not
great
commenting further on fucking Houdini the squirrel, Hadrick is just going to continue walking immediately.
Oh my god.
Shots after him desperately.
There you go, Casimir. Your extent of weird things that you've seen is really being put to the test today.
Disappearing, talking, whatever that is. And you guys begin walking.
I'm gonna look over at Kilala, but then I'm just not even gonna ask Kilala if I can ride her.
Gonna roll one of these.
For anyone who cares, the Chocobo theme is playing right now.
Nothing happens. You guys progress for about, I'd say about a little longer than 10 minutes, about 15 minutes walking.
He lied to us.
The mountain in front of you begins to get steeper and steeper. You see the pathway that you took up to the bridge before at one point, and it veers away from the water. And as you see the bridge get closer and closer above you, about 1,000 feet overhead, you all come to a glowing, shimmering door just stood in the middle of nowhere.
Oh!
And
I believe I've heard of these before.
we're going to cut to Gryer.
Destroy the door!
Ah, shit!
Yo, so just so that I can put on the right ambience, what kind of place is Gryer currently in?
Gryer, he's currently in a carriage.
Okay, I'll just put on Gregorian choir. No, I have like background ambience things now, remember?
Oh.
There, I just got like a church choir behind you now because I don't have a carriage.
Eric!
Hello!
Gryer, you've had a couple hours since you've rejoined your captors.
Quotation mark?
If you'd like, you can spend hit dice as part of a short rest.
Real quick. Silverwolf Zero just says, meanwhile, in Backstabia. That's too funny for it not to be recognized.
Love that.
Okay.
He's a traitor.
It's because he hurt us all so deeply.
It's not at all funny, but humor masks the pain. Eric's
No laugh at the end of it. Eric's gonna kill us.
Actually, Eric is going to.
Not Briar, Eric.
Eric betrayed us.
Traitor!
I'm willing to forgive Grier, though.
Traitor! You're willing to forgive what? Sorry?
I'm willing to forgive Grier, though.
Not Eric.
But Eric betrayed us.
This wound can never be healed.
I mean,
You're
you're
right.
So do you want to spend any hit die as part of a short rest since you've had the time?
Sure.
How many would you like to spend?
I guess. Fucking 6.
All right, fire those babies up.
Oof. There we go.
There you go. In a bit better shape. Having some time to breathe after all of the ultra violence. You can just barely make your surroundings out as you're moving through stuff. You wind through a lot of woods for a while, and you just constantly are going up these thin, craggy mountain roads. After what's probably about 3 hours, the road suddenly takes a sharp turn towards the east, and just barely you can make out the silhouette in what would be... What time are we? Because your eyes got interrupted. Yep, in the morning light, as just a bit of the sun is coming out, you can see the silhouette of Castle Ravenloft in front of you. Your carriage comes to a dead stop between these two massive turrets, busted and crumbling from years and years of disrepair. There's a 50-foot wide chasm that, from where you are on the cart, you wouldn't be able to see into, but it, judging from the scale of the far side, seems to plunge down thousands of feet. You're not sure how deep it goes. After about 5-10 minutes, this large, almost rotted wood, shored up with some repair, slowly falls across and locks itself into place in front of the chasm. The chains are massive, each one like just a link of one chain is larger than twice your forearm. Each rusted and straining under things. You see gargoyles, some moving, some perfectly still. The moment you seem to stare at one that's moving, it seems to just freeze in place. And your cart keeps moving along as these large, probably 60-foot tall doors stands wide open into a clean cobblestone courtyard beyond. The cart wheels itself around, finds itself to a halt, and there's 2 sharp knocks at the door.
At which point Grier disengages, dashes, and flies away.
Yay!
No, it's just the knocks, nothing else happens.
Nope, nothing else.
Alright, he'll just open the door and hop out himself.
Alright, you find yourself in a large courtyard. Not massive, but bigger than any one you commonly find yourself in. It stretches off about, let's say it's like 100 feet across. And in front of you, inside this massive keep, stands a large castle. I'll show you an image.
Oh.
So you're just inside those first towers there.
So I'm
Across
like
the
on the
bridge.
bridge, basically.
No, so not the first tower. Those are the turrets that you passed by.
Oh.
You just crossed the bridge and you're inside past that large archway.
Okay. Is anyone around?
Behind you, on top of the cart, you see Griff. Rahadin is nowhere to be seen.
Kind of like glares at Griff for a moment.
Welcome home.
Yeah, right. Just, I guess I'll just go. This is me, Eric, speaking.
Yep.
I guess I'll just make my way forward.
All right, as you start working your way forward, lightning flashes above you, illuminating the fog surrounding you. As it kind of swirls and dances in front of you, there's these large wooden doors, not as big as the massive gate behind you, but still excessively large. These are built to impress, with torches and sconces lit on either side of them. As you step forward, there's a loud creak and the doors open.
Still no one? Other than Griff?
Not a thing. Inside, you have a nutty perception. You see statues. This is all you can see right now. There's 4 small dragon statues, each arched and curving in different directions, in the 4 kind of cardinal corners of the room, looking down on it. Griff follows quietly behind.
Acknowledges, moves forward.
You cross through. Once you pass through the threshold, the doors behind you slowly creak shut with a loud groan, and the final bang kind of seals you inside this castle. Find my second map.
Quietly shit so.
This map links to itself. Why does this map link to itself? That's stupid. It'll be in map 3. Yep. Alright, so as the doors close behind you, you are in a large room with your 4 dragons. Another set of doors already open. They don't seem to have opened for anything. They were open in the first place. Move into another room where you see large, almost marble-like pillars, dark and dusty, with some cobwebs dangling off of different bits, torches lighting different areas. You see gargoyles clinging to different parts of these pillars as you move in, and the sound of organ music starts reaching your ears. It's not as miserable as it seems. Still, it's pretty miserable. Are you hungry?
He just looks at him for a moment. What do you think this is?
A castle.
No. Me. Here, right now.
Insurance.
Whatever.
Regardless of the fact that we have you here against your will, you're still a guest. And the lord of the castle wants you to be treated well. There's a diner off to your right if you want some food. There's also one upstairs. Or if you want.
Pass.
It's fine.
This is when Curse of Strahd turns into Beauty and the Beast.
Would you like to be shown to your chambers?
Sure, whatever.
He walks past you and gestures with one sweeping arm up this massive staircase, about 60 feet wide, as it curves along. That would work, or we can take a swifter route. It's a bit steeper, though. He gestures towards a circular staircase that winds both upwards and downwards.
Whichever's closest.
Follow me. He turns towards the circular staircase.
So, where's Irina?
I don't know. You'll probably see her at dinner sometime.
You haven't seen her at all.
The Lord is rather protective of her.
Yeah, that figures.
Start walking up, making it about 20-30 feet as you get to a first landing, and there's a wooden door about 6.5 feet tall. Lying dead silent, and he just passes it.
I'm making very sure to take note of my surroundings.
Yep. Now, he brings her up for food sometimes, but I can't say I participate in any of his little dinners. I just do my job, keep myself useful. You should consider the same. Might be good for you. About another 40 feet pass by. He might want something from you eventually, and it's better to be useful to him than it is to be a boring toy that he doesn't want anymore. He passes another door.
Yeah, well, fat fucking chance of that.
Suit yourself. Need a map. 6. Gets to the top of the stairs, the final landing, and there's a large red carpet. It's about 10 feet wide, 20 feet long. There's a cold wind kind of blowing through the area, and you see like a window slightly open at the where's that? The northeast end of the room, I think. Just the north end of the eastern wall. There's a large portrait of a much less pale-looking Strahd von Zarevich, who looks both placid and yet attentive. It looks as though he's staring straight through you.
Do his eyes follow me around the hall?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Well,
You can't be sure, but you swear that they do.
Oh. Well done. Alright.
As Griff steps on the carpet, he brings out one dagger and just points it at it. Like, don't even try it. And just keeps
What are you
walking.
talking about?
Avoid the rug. And he just walks through.
Okay. I do what he does to avoid the rug.
Yep.
Mental note of that.
It's there mostly for people trying to sneak in.
What is
As he
it?
passes it, it's just animated. He closes the window. To your right, if you're facing him, would be another spiral staircase going up. To the left is a door. He walks through the door.
And it takes a look around for a second before following him. Is there anyone like else in the hallway watching us, or
Just that painting.
I don't like that painting. I will, I guess, go into the room also.
Alrighty. Walking into the room, you hear more thunder crack, and you hear wood kind of creaking under the weight of just wind and weather. You see a lounge. There's like a large, probably about 10-foot long couch. It's got what looks to be some sort of soft material padding it. You're not sure exactly what, but it looks expensive. You see 2 wooden chairs next to a table, a large bookcase, loaded head to toe with books, and you see another matching bench across the way, and on it you just see a blonde human lying on it, just staring at the ceiling.
Oh. Kind of just looks at her.
It is a man. He's in a
Or him.
It's a purple robe, I believe. Find his picture. Yeah, partially obscured because there's other people in this, but you see this fellow.
Oh.
Staring
Oh.
dejectedly at the ceiling. He pays little mind as you walk in. He's a bit of a mope.
Who's your friend?
Get up, Asher. And from the chair, he's like, I don't want to, Griff.
Get him.
Get him.
If you'll
I wanna
excuse
get him.
me, I'm in the middle of an emotional episode. He just lays
I
back
love
there.
him. Fucking same. Me too.
Fucking mood.
And you
I would love-
call your little brother in to help out with the family business?
I'm not with him.
I'd ignore him. He's a tad snarky these days. He just passes him. You see a grimace coming from the man in the chair, just not getting up, but his head's turned a little bit, and he's just staring daggers at Griff. He opens a final door, and in front of you is a room with a long, it's a long like rug that covers the underside of a four-poster bed. The rug itself has like a mosaic of what looks like a stained glass window and a cathedral to it. There's two large red, they look like a suede, covered couches, a small basket in the corner, and a door that leads off to somewhere. This will be the guest room. You should be safe from most unwanted visitors. Most, if you're in here. You can stay here, or you can come out if you want. It's not my business. Closet's over there.
Just free reign.
Yeah. If you think you can leave, go on. Try it. You'll find that there's many things in place to stop that. Otherwise, there'll be places that you might be asked not to go. I would heed those warnings. Do your best, kid.
The West Wing.
You made
Stay
a
away
good
from the
choice
West
coming
Wing.
here.
Oh shit.
What's that, Aaron?
You made a good choice coming here.
I'm not so sure, but it's done now.
Oh no, man, from your perspective, you saved our lives.
Well,
You don't know that we kicked their asses afterwards!
You're none
Well,
the
he's
wise.
also in the middle of fucking danger, so...
Shut up! Kunai!
Go, Hadrick Kunai!
Hadrick just fucking appears at the wall like a chameleon.
Disappointment, Kunai, go! Oh!
And what about prying eyes? Is this room safe from that?
I couldn't tell you. Probably not. At least not from Strahd's. And maybe Asher if you wanted to come inside, because he's right outside the door.
Who exactly is that?
He's, a consort of the Lords.
Oh.
One of many. Consider him somewhat of a noble.
Alright then.
He's nothing to worry yourself over. He's not that important.
Not important, you say? Murder him.
Kill Strahd's boyfriend.
Do it.
Get her!
Yeah.
Get him. Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Any other questions, or can I leave?
Have you thought about it?
He turns around and leaves.
Kind
Is there
of.
any-
What's up?
Go on.
As he kind of like looks around the room for a moment. Is there any like cabinets or anything? Any
There is
cupboards?
a door that looks like a closet, perhaps, in one side. Otherwise, this room is basically on its own. You see, there's a on your side of the door. Now that you're in, there is a slot to board the door with, but there's no board immediately in sight to actually put in place.
Okay, I guess you said it's openable. Apparent seemingly.
Oh, I'm talking about the door that you can board is
You can
the
board
main door
yourself
that
in.
you came in from.
Oh, right.
You can
Gotcha.
board the out. The other door, looks like a door.
I guess I'll open it.
All right. You reach forward, clicks open easily. Inside is a dull, small room. It's still a room, more so than a closet, but you see there's areas set to hook clothes and different accoutrements onto. It's definitely effectively a walk-in closet.
Okay.
No, you can see this. You have a. Let me. Almost positive that you don't even need to make the.
If it's lower than a 19.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to you. You can see in the ceiling of this room, there is a thin bit of panel that's just slightly distended from the rest of it.
Oh, secret closet. I guess I'll investigate that.
You're not sure how it moves, but it looks like it's a some sort of door.
Just pushing it open, do anything? Just trying to push it open, do anything?
Nope.
Does it look like there's anything else around that would be like a lever or switch or something?
Roll me investigation.
Bah.
Yeah, you see one of the only standout features in the room as you're moving about it is most things are either weather worn or fallen to the ground. You see this dusty black coat hanging off of a hook in the center of the south wall. And you just reach out and try it as part of your investigation. And the trapdoor itself kind of slides open.
Trap. Is it like in the wall
or rather, sorry, I did this wrong. You pull it, and it opens up a small panel near it that has a thin keyhole.
Heck. All right.
Come on,
well,
rogue. Do rogue things.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm Rogan.
No, I'm Rogan.
Hi, my name's Seth.
Shut up.
Boo!
I'll kill you.
Well done,
I
though.
will, I guess, put everything back in its proper place. I will cover that back up. I will.
Yep, you tug the hook again, and the keyhole slides back out of view. Or rather, it's obscured again.
Okay.
Pick it.
Just do it. Actually, that's a good point.
Do rogue things.
Dude,
I forgot
do
that I
one
can
of the
do
three
that.
things rogues do.
That's
Listen,
what I was
man.
meaning.
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Instead of doing what I just said, I will retroactively say that I tried to lockpick it.
You totally re-obscure. Like, oh shit! You pull the hook again, and it reopens. All right, roll me a thieves' tools check.
I didn't forget the rogues do that.
Fucking, when he was like, do rogue things, you're like, I'm Rogan. You're like, yep, I'm using my rogue ability to tell that this is a lock.
Yeah. You pop your tools in there. After a little bit of fiddling, there's a sharp click, and the trapdoor swings down and opens.
Okay. Is there any, like... Is it just dark as shit down there? Can't see anything?
It's above you.
Oh, it's above me.
It swung down from the roof.
Okay.
Now I gotta find out exactly where this connects to. Because they didn't write it on the darn feature for the actual trapdoor. They're like, it's a trapdoor. It goes somewhere.
Oh.
I'm guessing
That'll
from
be
above.
Map 7. Yeah, it's most things in this have like a little link pin that I can be like, oh, it goes to here, and it just tells you. But this one's like, it's a trapdoor. It goes somewhere. Curse of Strahd.
How did I end up back at Madame Ava's tent?
It's just a tunnel leading underground all the way there.
What's in this
I knew she was a
trapdoor?
fucking traitor.
Opens it, sees a spike pit underneath it. Oh, there's a trap in this trapdoor.
She foresaw this exact set of events unfolding.
Oh.
Where do you go? It has to be
A trapdoor
there,
in the back of
probably.
Madame Ava's tent. Just she hears it click and someone opening it. And she's just like, the prophecy.
The prophecy that I prophesied.
My
Because I'm the
prophecy.
prophet.
My prophecy.
Looking for it. I found the area it needs to be in. But which one? Because now
This is why you do rogue things.
It's true. Thank you for reminding me I'm a rogue, even when I knew kind of I was a rogue.
All right,
Dude,
Grier.
like, it's really fun, because, like, the first time I got to do rogue things was, like, a game or two ago over at fucking Type Moon. So it's like,
It's
yeah,
true.
do rogue things.
Grier. The
Yeah,
lock
what's up?
hasn't taken a turn yet in combat. Stab it.
All right.
Assassinate.
I've found you. And the trapdoor swings open. There's a bit of light coming in from above. You're gonna climb up.
I suppose so.
Alrighty. You move
Said I
your
have
way
free rein.
up. Yeah. You move your way up through the trapdoor. Takes a bit of squeezing for a second. And you pull your way into a large room. It's about it's about 30, 35, 40 feet across. And you see heavy beams supporting the ceiling in the center of the room. The outer wall curving to follow the shape of the tower you're in, with light filtering through the room. The windows are covered with a steel lattice here, with two like tinted glass windows. So the room's dim except for bits of candlelight coming through areas. You see tables, 4 of them specifically, across the room, stacked with bottles, each with different labels on them, and glass jars. You hear a light chanting from an adjacent room.
Okay. Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
From where you are, it's coming from, you see 2 doors, both to your right, coming out of the corner of the room. The closest door to you seems to contain the chanting. The farthest door, you're not sure.
Okay. I guess I'll go to the door with the chanting and, like...
This sounds like a good time for Gregorian choir.
Oh,
Do it.
awesome. Is
You
there
listen
any...
to that chanting.
yeah, I guess I'll just, like, kind of listen through the door for, like, a minute and just see if anything changes.
You spend
But,
a minute.
Yeah.
All right. You hear different incantations. You hear like bubble fat and cauldron stew, making me a witch's brew. Coming through the door.
I wonder what's on the other side.
You hear arguments. You know there's probably a couple witches in there.
All right, not gonna fuck with them.
Why not? You have free reign.
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah. All in all, from your minute, you'd say there's at least 3. There's at least 3 vocalizing and
You just
talking.
knock on the door like, hello.
Pull a Xanthic
So-
and kick the door in. It'll be fine.
Do it.
Maybe later. when the mood strikes me to fuck with witches.
Perhaps at the witching hour?
Yes, perhaps then. How about the other? I'll go over to the other door.
Two? No more.
Never come
you
back.
head to the other door?
Yeah.
It is silent. If you listen at the door.
Is there any indication as to what these rooms might be, like around? Or
In the room you're in, as you pass by with your nutty perception, you do notice that a lot of the jars have weird shit in them. A lot of them are labeled. You see stuff like Eye of Newt, like horsetail, different. It seems like
Carbonation.
a lot of reagents for whatever they're doing in the other room.
Carbonation to make a cauldron bubble.
Carbonated cauldron.
Are you going to head into the next room?
These are the only 2 doors in this room, right?
There are only 2 doors in this room, other than your trapdoor. Yes.
Okay, so then yeah, I'll kind of try to slide the door open and.
Alrighty, I'm gonna roll a perception.
Quietly, I will try to do it quietly.
Roll myself.
I'd like to imagine there's some fantasy world out there that just because everything has to be fantasy and weird, there's like ye old soda company that has like a mage that makes powdered carbonation to put in their drinks. So
Probably.
some kind of powder.
I
that
will
when
use
added
luck
to a
on
thing,
that.
It just bubbles.
Or do I have? I have 1 luck remaining, so I'll use that on that.
Congrats.
Heckin'. Bah. There we fucking go.
Yep. You open the door. They don't see you immediately, but you do see 3 cats in various parts of the room, just lying there.
Oh
Kill
no.
I love them.
Kill this
Oh,
assassin!
no.
Kill them! Pull this assassin!
No.
The room
I
itself
love
is 20
cats.
foot square. It's not super high, and there's couches that are torn and broken in heaps, with claw marks covering all of the furniture. There's upholstery upon parts of the walls, like little banners and things that have also been sliced to shreds.
Okay. They're like.
At the
Anywhere.
far end of the room, you see another door,
Oh.
but other than that, you don't see anything particularly of note. Cats, large room.
Cats.
Probably the lowest ceiling you've been in yet is this room. It's a little bit lower than the previous room you were in. This one, like, you could probably, if you stood on the tippies of your talons, you could probably touch the roof here.
Oh. Okay. I
Cabin
don't want to
tippies.
kill the cats. I don't.
Too bad, Gryer.
You think you can sneak past them to the door?
Like a rogue.
Does it look like? I mean,
They're at rest and they don't notice you right now. You're not sure. You could try and sneak past them.
Gryer, welcome to thing 2 rogues do.
I know. I mean, I'm sneaking right now with 28. So.
This is just like the
is
starter thing
this-
for being a rogue.
this is
the
your
intro to being a
tutorial.
rogue. Yeah, I thought
You were
that was
supposed to
what I'm
start the
thinking.
game here, but you had a mod that started you somewhere else.
You open the door.
That's why he said welcome home.
If you wanted If you wanted to sneak through the room, I would have you roll a new check, because that's a very different context for how you'd be moving. Opening the door
Okay.
quietly is one thing, but trying to walk through a room.
Fuck. I should have saved it. Okay. I will attempt to do that.
All
I
right.
suppose.
Roll me stealth once more.
Oh, don't fuck this up, Gryer. Don't fuck this up, Gryer. Don't fuck this up, Gryer. Oh.
You start moving. You, about halfway through the room, you see one of the cat's ears perk up, and it starts to turn, and then there's just a crunch in the far corner of the room as the cat pulls its head away from where you are currently standing, and it bounds off towards it. You pass through the room. You, as far as you know, haven't been detected. There's a large door in front of you, and the rest of the area with kitty cats behind you.
Okay, I will try to go through that door.
Alrighty. You reach out, and the door swings open. You are in the spiral staircase.
Yay!
The same one as before.
You are one floor above the floor you were just on.
Yay!
What a fruitful endeavor this has been.
I mean, at least fucking Strahd's boyfriend doesn't know you left your room.
That's true, actually. Now just possibly one of his cats.
I'm pretty sure the
I-
cats belong to the witches.
I guess I will...
You had it both upwards and downwards.
Oh, it goes... there's still more? Oh, okay, yeah. So, I will, close the door behind me and go into the spiral staircase.
Junk. Alrighty.
I guess I'll just go... I'll go down.
Alright. You start heading down the stairs, and we're going to cut back to everybody else.
Oh,
Everyone, you are still in front of a magical glowing door. Alright, it could
we're
be a
setting
regular
up-
glowing door.
We're setting up TNT around the glowing door.
Alright, mark the TNT off your inventory.
would it be wrong to assume as a mage that this man may perhaps be the fabled, magnificent mansion Jolene has heard about for so long?
Roll me Arcana.
I heard it from a mage a long time ago. Oh, Jolene!
You think
I
you've heard
was gonna-
something about magical sanctums?
I was gonna ask, actually, since it was so similar to a spell that I had, if I could also roll to see if I could do
I
it.
was
Arcana.
gonna say if it came into if someone was like, "Oh man, it's this is a spell that creates like a pocket dimension where you can stay in space," and I was gonna have Hadrick be like, "Yeah, it's the hut, but better."
I've decided I need this spell now and always.
You've heard of the spell, Ashley. And Jolene, you're trying to get it out, and as soon as Ashley's like, "This is Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion," you're like,
That's the word.
"That
yes.
one."
Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue, I promise.
It was something I was looking forward to doing one day, but
Oh.
I stopped looking forward to doing it.
Oh.
Oh.
Ridiculous. So I guess we're to go in here then.
Should we knock?
If the
How do we
squirrel-
Seems
If the squirrel is any indication, then this might be where the mad mage is.
I
Since they
feel
were
like
the
it's
ones
the
that were
polite
with
thing to
them.
do to knock.
We're not
I'd
allowed
like-
to go in anyway.
I'd
only
like
those,
someone
only
to
those
come
who
out.
only those who are allowed inside can go in. So unless it opens up for us, then we have to wait for someone to come out. I'm just gonna try to open it.
Mhm.
Oh,
I'd prefer
Oh.
that than walking through the mystery
he-
magic
We
door.
should
Then
knock
he
first.
is.
Be
then-
polite.
yes,
He already knows
exactly.
we're coming. He already knows we're coming if he's letting us in the mansion.
Ashley's already
He just
committed to
walks in.
opening it, so
She's just like the way that she's seeing it is like he's already allowed us in if we're allowed to go in.
yeah, I agree.
Wow.
So she just walks in, shrugs, and walks in.
Yet again, the party bypasses any form of manners I intend to bestow upon them. All right, let's go.
You know what? You can stay out there then,
feel you,
Jolene. How about
Joe.
that? I'm kidding.
All right,
Jolene,
guys, try
friend.
not to duck over each other, guys.
The door swings open. Inside, you see a vast lobby of what looks like a large house. If any were to peer past the door, there's still nothing.
Goes in.
In we go.
Ashley steps through the door. Hadrick steps through the door.
I'm
Have we
going
been traveling
through.
long enough to have taken a short rest?
You guys travel about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So not quite yet. But
I could
you
slap somebody and have them have a cat nap.
could pimp slap someone and catnap them if you'd like.
Hadrick, do you want me to pimp slap you and cat nap?
Is everyone else going inside?
I
Yeah,
do
I would go
only have
inside.
14 hit points.
Monty goes in. Devin?
I'm
You
waiting
Kilala
for
going in?
Hadrick.
Kilala follows you.
Having getting a benefits of a short rest might be nice.
So on like while we were getting everything ready and while we were traveling, could I have said that I catnapped Hadrick?
He would have to sleep for those 10 minutes, I believe.
Well, I mean, we also had to wait for Monty to get dressed. Hadrick got dressed a little faster, didn't he?
Fair. You know, that's fair. You can do that. I'll mark Hadrick for a short rest.
Yes. And
I just really want to use catnap at some point.
Oh, and I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my 5 remaining HD, because even if I max them all, I'm not gonna get my health back.
If anybody else wanted to catnap,
2.
other than I guess Monty, it would have been up to 3 people, I think.
I would like
4.
to catnap, please.
I'll slap both of you then.
Must it be
I'm up to 66. That's pretty good. I wouldn't still have these 8 temporary hit points, would I?
I can't remember when they expire.
I would like to use.
I can't remember.
I think we'll probably roll it until you have a rest. So those will be gone for you since you just had one.
I
think
also.
they don't have
What
any.
about you, Grier? Did you want to? Oh, right.
Aaron, I've also been looped into the catting of napping.
You're also
I would like to use 6 of my hit die.
Damn.
Just Ashley walks up to the 2 of them. Bam, bam, and then they follow her.
Yeah, you guys pass it like you have to be willing, but as Ashley touches you, the magic floods through your brain, and you find yourself immediately unconscious. And then about 10 minutes later, you wake up and you feel good.
So jealous.
Are you been short rested, Jolene? Pop those hit die.
1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
And then Hadrick gets up and he's like, you know what I need? A second wind!
Oh my god.
I slap you again. I'm kidding.
Might as well do it to get back a little bit of, like, getting those now and getting them during combat doesn't really make any difference.
True.
So, ugh.
As you all enter, we'll say those rests have to have happened back at the camp, but
Ashley just looks at her hands like, I'm so powerful.
I am a god.
These hands know not what they do.
Oh my god.
Semi-translucent, these kind of glowing blue, almost like a ghost, but not quite. Ethereal butlers appear. You see the god maid, and they reach out for coats if any of you are wearing anything. None of them speak.
I will remove my cloak.
They'll take it from you, and they'll turn, and they disappear around corners into what looks like a cloakroom.
Ashley will put on her blue
Lovely.
robe and then allow them to take off the blue robe.
Yeah, they will, as you extend your arms out, one to either side of you will remove them from you.
I'm keeping my things.
I don't really
Nod.
have
The
like
moment you
outer
indicate
layers.
disinterest, they pull away from you.
Potentially out of fear.
Don't touch my things. Invisible people.
Ahead
Ashley,
of
by the
you
way,
is-
is trying her best not to look extremely excited, but this is potentially a mage that she's been looking for the entire time they've been here. So, you know.
Ahead of you is a long corridor between the stairs that flank either side of it that go up into a second story. The corridor goes on for about 60 feet before pulling off into other, like a kind of like a T intersection.
Are the servants still around?
There's many around. You see at least 15.
I want to look to one of them, and again, knowing kind of how this magic works, she's going to be like, take us to your master?
They kind of look around, and one of them gestures to others, and though they can't speak, you see that they're communicating to some degree. 4 of them vanish off in different directions.
All right, these 4 ways.
Oh dear.
We shouldn't split up. That's no.
Here, I agree.
Ashley is already in like mid-gate going with one of them, and she's like turns around. Oh right, you're right, yeah.
As you start following one of them, it'll hold out its hand, and then it kind of shrugs and looks around.
I will take his hand.
Oh dear.
It feels cold, almost like it's not there, but it's like that. It's like you're holding ghost jello. Is the best way to describe it.
Oh, thank you.
I then
for that
eat him.
description.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, it doesn't stop you. Once you take its hand, it just stares at you for a moment and then just stands next to you.
It's like, I got one.
No.
Ghost jello.
It's the best way I can describe it.
Devin. Devin, come here.
Yeah.
Like there's a give, but
She's gonna like bring the hand over to Devin so Devin can grab it and feel the ghost jello.
Okay, what? Oh my god!
it feels like a hand, but it feels soft. Like it gives, and then if you were to squeeze hard enough, you just pass right through it.
Ha! Like snatch his hand back away. Like ew. Oh.
Ew, where?
God. Yeah. Jolene,
Drags
you
the
don't-
servant over to Jolene.
No,
You don't want to touch
no.
him. You don't want to.
Come on.
No, I wish not to touch anything of odd viscosity.
Come on.
As Jolene objects, it pulls its hand through yours and retreats away from Jolene.
Goes through hands. She's like, ah.
Being with a man.
So I see you've made it. You see at the top of the stairs is Goldie sitting on the rails.
Oh my god.
Looks at Squirrel.
He's somewhere in here. I don't know, though. He hops down. Actually, he's going to take damage from this. You know what?
Oh no!
He's in the mansion. I'm going to ignore it.
He just like hits the ground like that.
See, that'd be like a 10-foot drop.
There's just silence for like 5 seconds.
Koala starts the head over.
Did that squirrel
Koala,
just
no!
fucking die? That's not our responsibility, right?
We can't be held accountable, right? We were all over here. Let's stay in these.
All right,
exact
everyone, let's
positions.
get our stories straight. What were we all doing when that squirrel died?
It just jumped off and died, man.
Oh, it's amazing.
His little dinner plate eyes are just staring up at you.
The body.
This place should be safe.
Steps back from Squirrel.
We should take a look around for our host. I know that
Also-
at least one of us is very interested in meeting them.
Looks away like,
I am also intrigued in meeting the mad mage, if you will. If it's true.
Mad? Alright, people call it.
if you knew how to get to him all along, how come you let us above? How come you let us above the other town before?
Because he doesn't trust you.
Then how come he trusts us now?
Also, he wasn't here then.
This place can move around, huh?
My brain. Wherever he wants it to be. Well, not like from in here. He
So
was
it's-
outside when he put it here.
So, this place is like the hut, but better.
Yeah. It's not a spell that I can do, unfortunately.
Why?
It's a little bit beyond my ability.
You can't just
This is
do
why
all
I
magic?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
You're a
If I
mage.
did,
Why
then-
can't you learn all magic?
If I did, then I wouldn't have to have anyone's help with this.
Hadric
No, I mean
magic
like
is a body.
eventually.
Yeah,
Like
the point,
all
like-
magic is just magic, right? Eventually you should be able to learn to do this.
Maybe.
Am I wrong on this? Is magic different? Is there different
It's-
magic?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
That's
Hadric,
confusing.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but it can be a little confusing.
I
if
want to
someone
start
hasn't
walking
grown
off
up
in
around it.
I want to start walking off in a direction that one of those things had gone.
Ashley, no. Ashley, come on.
Goldie runs up, climbs up your shoulder. Go.
Back from Ashley.
You see his
Ashley?
eyes glowing a little bit.
Ashley, don't listen to the squirrel.
You know, squirrel. I'm just gonna give you a fair warning. And he like leans into the squirrel. That girl right there points to Devin. Please don't
Oh,
get
I
too
saw.
Okay.
That's where you met me. Remember, she ate my friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, don't. It's not her fault.
Don't act
Please
like
just
you
make
saw
sure.
that.
Please just. Hey, I'm whispering to the squirrel. You guys can.
He's on my shoulder.
No, I don't care.
Devin.
Clearly over here, Hadric, and
World's
steps
quietest.
back from Ashley again.
World's quietest whisper. Squirrel. Please. I need
That's
you.
just weird.
It's not her fault what's happening. I just need you
Why
to
are
stay
so
away.
close to Ashley?
Jolene, shut up. I'm whispering. I need you. It's not Devin's
I'm a
fault.
princess.
Oh my god.
I know it's not her fault. She was just playing with things that she shouldn't have been.
Okay. Just
What is that?
make sure it doesn't happen to you. You can't hear.
Just standing, just fucking...
Trying to have a very small moment with this squirrel, and you're all making it into a bigger ordeal than it needs to be. This was gonna take 5 seconds.
Ashley just crosses her eyes, looking in 2 different directions, trying to ignore the whispering on her shoulder.
My body aches from laughing.
Don't let her. Don't get close enough to let her do that for her sake, and also for your sake.
If she wanted to.
Okay, I believe you, actually. Okay.
Hadrick, do you want the squirrel?
No. I don't want the squirrel.
Could I have the squirrel? No, I'm kidding.
Are you?
I'll never trust again, Ashley. You don't understand.
Are you lonely after Matt?
Matt? Are you lonely after the only person that has recently abandoned you left? Matt the goat? Yes, Matt is the cause of my current trust issues. You nailed it.
There's food over there if she wants some. There's nothing alive, but it might help her not want to chew on me.
Did you say food?
A lot.
I'm gonna start going up these stairs.
Ashley,
Hey,
no.
we're going this way though, but it's over
Ashley,
there, and they'll
Ashley.
get you whatever you want. Just ask them for it.
All right.
I'm finding a mage.
Do we want to go this
Patrick?
way? Is this the way we want to go?
I don't know. Ashley's halfway up the stairs.
Talking to you, squirrel. I'm talking to everybody else.
Oh.
Talk to you, squirrel. I'm sorry.
I could
Are we
eat.
agreeing?
I'm interested.
If they can bring food, I mean, I don't have any business
Yes.
with this mage myself. I wouldn't mind testing out what they
Are you
have.
willing to go get food with me?
I mean, we can tell them to bring us food from what was just
Oh,
we were just
this-
told.
Yeah, they wouldn't happen to have Asabuco, no?
That's at the squirrel. I'm
I want bread.
He was on Ashley's shoulder, so if she walked
For
away,
me.
I'm already here. Oh,
Bread and stew. Do they have? Hey, do you have stew with like meat?
oh, beef stew right now sounds.
Ashley,
so
did you
good.
ever stop?
I did not.
He's
I'm
gone.
following.
Oh, I
I'm
assumed
following.
Haddock was
I'm
like,
following.
they'll sort themselves out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
yeah,
is
if you
more to
ask,
a
the-
servant.
The servant will bow and kind of sweep one arm wide and begin walking down the hallway.
I
Alright.
Me,
I'm so
Koala, follow
excited.
Ashley.
That way
Monkey
to
Kill
bread
all
and
are following
stew.
Ashley.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on Devin.
Alright, so Jolene and Haddock are going to get food. Everybody else is going to the mage.
Priorities.
Right.
I'm
We're-
so excited.
Yo,
to have
Grier,
you
where are
just
you
talking.
going?
I mean, they're really
Leave it
exhausted.
away.
They're really exhausted after that catnap I gave them.
Fucking, I was just talking to Carrie about this. I'm so jazzed.
Hadrick can't wait to go enjoy the delicacy that is bread and meat stew.
You find a man with very fluffy hair in the kitchen. He makes you a malt.
You two get led. We'll start with you guys. You get led into a large dining room about the size of. You'd be comfortable at one like this, Jolene. It can seat about 13 people.
It's not as big as home, though.
No, it's not as big as home, but this is a. If you were visiting a noble
Quaint.
house, this is still upper class. This is still a place. You'd be like, if you were going somewhere and they seated you at a table like this, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Well, this is certainly sufficient seating.
The wall is covered in, or at least the far wall next to the table is head to toe just covered in a rack filled to the brim with different bottles, wines and other drinks. There, off in the back is like a half bar that is at it. You see a large spectral, what looks like an orc, leaning in. Clocking your presence, and you see that there's cooking implements and a staircase headed down into a room you can't see. One of the, or rather, the one leading you will pull out a chair for either.
Oh, Thank you.
Aaron Malakov is not at work.
See it.
You both sit.
Jolene's like waiting to see if Hadrick's gonna sit across the table from her or just like next to her.
If they,
like, in her mind,
if they
it would
pulled
be
out
rather-
seats, then he'll sit wherever they pulled out
They
seats.
would have pulled one at the head and one beside it.
I'll do that.
All right.
Hadrick will wait for her to take the one at the head of the table, and then he'll sit beside.
Oh, this is where my father oftentimes sits. At our
Ew.
table. No, like
She's where her father sits.
Not Hadrick.
I was like, oh my god. Jeez.
wait, what?
Okay, you go
I'm
on, sorry.
lost in the sauce.
Ignore.
Yeah, ignore me.
Glasses are brought. One of them gestures towards the wall of alcohol.
Your finest spring wine, please. Elven in craft.
All right. After a few minutes, you see him reach up. He kind of floats for a second, and he pulls out a bottle. It's got like a gold wreath around it. With you can read Elven. It has like a date, a vintage on it. This is, from the looks of it, over 200 years old.
Oh, she's vintage.
Girl.
Fresh water.
One snaps its fingers, and water just appears in your glass.
This may be the first time since we've been here that I've seen water that I trust.
It is
Oh, and also
crystal clear.
Also a glass of water. I never really considered. Oh my god, what have I been putting in my body?
A second glass shows up, and yeah, the
I decontaminate your food.
clearest
God.
water you've seen in a hot minute. It looks nice. Bread is brought, and in short order, you guys have food brought to you.
Is it stew with potato and also beef?
You asked for that, and yes, it is.
Perfect. Hadrick doesn't want for anything else. He's good. Oh wait, no. Also
You
bread.
need a vegetable in your life, boy.
Also
Yeah, no,
bread.
they would have brought bread initially.
Will there be beans with this meal?
Excellent.
Our bean boy isn't here.
I feel like
A feast fit for a guard king.
oh god, what would Jolene ask for? Probably some form of duck.
Whatever it is, Hadrick will probably finish eating in the time it takes for her to order it.
And if they have it, she's heard of these new things called dates, and she would like to partake in some dates.
All right, yeah, they bring
I
a
think
bowl
she's
of
alright
dates to
about
start
taking
you
on a
on.
date, girl.
And then
No,
in
like
short
the
order, you
fruit.
said you wanted.
I know,
yeah,
I get you.
They bring you a bowl of dates, and you said some sort of duck. There you have it.
They have some sort of duck.
They have duck
I-
with a side of vegetables.
Duck is in quotation marks, like some kind of duck.
Duck a wink.
Yo, right? It's rat.
It's faux duck.
Like, they're feeding you rat.
I'm. Oh, this might be my first time at a full meal since I left for.
Doesn't matter what it is, matters what you think it is.
I suppose that's true. Taking into what the magic might be, this food is probably created by it. That makes it even more exciting, I suppose.
No real ducks were harmed in the making of this duck.
No. Hadrick, how are you? I suppose is the question to be asking.
Fine.
Well done.
Slurp!
She's just like carefully like cutting her duck. Yes, but I mean since Grier left.
Since 30 minutes ago. How are you?
What? Listen, like
Fine.
that's all right. I just know that he was a good companion.
Yeah, he was.
She's just cutting her her freaking duck. Like, well, this is my life now.
Pity he didn't think the same.
Sam's not... We did all we could for him. I guess that was the point of me bringing it up. I just wanted to... If there was... I mean, I don't take you as the type to blame yourself, but...
Oh no. Oh no, I do. Oh, I do. Every time he went off to talk to that other Arakakra, we should have said something. We should have stepped in, prevented him from getting bent to Strahd's will. Clearly, that person has been working their way into Grier's head, making them seem invincible and making our cause seem like something we'd never accomplish. And it worked.
I mean... I just can't fully wrap my head around the fact that he would just give up on us like that.
Well, he did. To be honest with you, I think he just wanted that other Arakakra to walk out of there.
I wonder who that might be to him.
Ashley was laying, not gone, but dying on the ground, her throat slit. And he valued that person's life more than hers.
Hence where my curiosity comes from. There has to be a hell of an incentive when... Well, it seemed he was so willing to take the dark gift for one of us before.
Yeah.
Assuming that that's what he was doing when everyone was... when you... Well...
I basically reached one conclusion, and maybe I'm being preemptive, but it makes sense to me. We're not going to be able to trust Grier again as long as that person's alive.
No, I think I agree on that. And if we do encounter him at Strahd's dinner, if he seems to be interested in joining our cause again, what are we to do? In my mind, it's difficult for me to rationalize being able to accept it on such late notice.
Like I said, I don't think that we can trust him again. Not until that person is gone.
So if we reach there and that other Arakakra is still with us, seems that there are a few choices to be made.
No matter what happens, we're going to have to continue what we started today. What they started today. They tried to take you. They injured you. Could have killed any number of us. Could have killed Ashley. Because they're getting impatient.
I should have been able to see it coming. Or at least hold them...
No. You shouldn't have. That person's clearly a master assassin. I doubt there's any one of us, except for maybe Grier himself, that would have been able to watch out for that. More bread.
Bring it.
Like I said, I'm gonna spend some time thinking about it. But Grier chose sides.
It's true. It seems that the politics of our journey here have become a bit skewed.
If Grier had been thinking with a level head, he would have looked at the situation and realized that we had more than enough resources and the manpower to finish that. He didn't trust us. He didn't value Ashley's life.
It seemed like he was avoiding them losing.
Yeah.
Their defeat seemed nigh, and yet... It concerns me greatly. I wonder if any of our plans have been divulged to Strahd as of his departure.
Maybe. Maybe Strahd told him I have armor coming. Hope that helps him.
I admit that I'm concerned about that as well.
What, if they'll pull through and bring it back?
if they don't?
I've considered
How long
that.
are we? How long are we waiting for this armor to arrive?
I'd say till the date that we were told, and if they don't bring it past that point with no explanation, we can assume that they're just not bringing it. At which point, there's no method for us to get it. And I can't hold us up any more beyond that. You guys have already waited a lot for me.
Oh, of course. I was, well, that's besides the point.
You know, I hope that I'm very much wrong about how I feel, and I hope that he was just trying to prevent us from being hurt. But even in that case, he shared those feelings with our enemies. He has a lot to answer to.
Grier's got some splaining. We will see if we cross paths with him again. If it's true that Strahd intends on holding one of us captive for the sake of us coming sooner, if we do not arrive in a short fashion, I hope he does not turn on Grier, despite our relationship becoming askewed.
I'd say that's not on us to worry about. We just need to hope that Grier's friend cares about him the same way that Grier cares about him. And if not, that's the grave that Grier dug.
Just shudders and nods. I hope
Looks
this...
down at her bird, sees Grier in it, puts down the duck.
Stop! Don't ruin this for Jolene. She loves this. I hope that this mad mage, due to the squirrel's confusion, or thing's confusion, is not as mad as people imply. For Ashley's sake and our own.
Well, not much we can do.
Except enjoy this wonderful meal, this spread that we've brought ourselves. Would you like a date? They were recently brought to my kingdom, and so I thought I'd order some.
Can I...
They're very sweet.
Can I... like... Can I put it in stew? Can I dip it in stew? Is that a thing I can do? Is it like bread?
No, I have actually never thought of that flavor combination. I suppose the salty and sweet might actually be quite divine. If it is good, may I try some as well?
I'm willing to try it, but I mean, I got a thing working with this stew here. This is...
I mean, it's
a successful meal venture as far as I'm concerned.
You could dip it in the stew without any of the residual flavor ending up in the stew.
Maybe I'll try that next time. I want something a bit reliable right now. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just offering you one. You can try it without the stew, of course.
I think I'll just have stew.
Alright. Cool.
Sorry.
Alright. No, it's fine. There'll be many an opportunity once we get back to Neverwinter. The food there is just simply... Oh.
Do they have stew there?
Do they have stew there? Can I have stew there?
They do!
Is there beef? Is there beef and stew and bread?
You don't understand. They have so much beef and
Excellent.
so much stew, and it's all just recently brought in this thing
I wonder
called
what
a
the others are
Red
doing
Bull.
right now.
Yes! This is the point where I'm rambling for the sake of cutting away.
Speak of the devil. Been waiting for a moment to interject us. After this has been going forever. Everyone else, you two are following Ashley, who's skipping down the hallways along.
I'm
Goldie,
not skipping.
She's
I am walking.
definitely skipping. Yeah, Ashley's walking
Tonight is not a night for skipping.
You see multitudes of doors. It seems like this is a fairly large interior. Where do you want to look first?
How many doors?
A multitude. I'd say immediately in this hallway you could see about 4. You'd see 5. You'd see 2 on your left, 2 on your right, and 1 large door at the end of the hallway.
She looks to the door. She kind of like gives a bit of a frown, because like again, she kind of at this point is like, tonight has been a night.
Right.
She shatters the hallway. I'm kidding. She's just gonna go up to the first door and open it right up.
All right, it swings open. There is a large tub in the corner with a bit of steam coming out of it, and it's a very small room with a wooden door with like a golden lattice work on the side adjacent to it.
She looks inside. Washroom. Closes door.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, is she on the left or right now?
That was your first left door.
She'll open the next left door.
Exact same thing.
To the right doors.
Right doors?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. If you went first left and second left?
Yeah.
Sorry, second left is a bedroom.
Anyone inside the bedroom?
Not at all. It seems entirely vacant, basically untouched. There are these blue cross-hatch pattern, like a diamond pattern, in these like shiny bed sheets.
This just like goes over to the right hallway doors. She's not expecting much from the right hallway doors now, but
They
she's
are
gonna go
mirrored.
check them. She's gonna go to the middle door.
That one's the library.
Devin's just like slowly following behind you, just like, okay, alright.
I don't need your sass right now, Devin. I'm kidding.
I'm not saying anything. It's just on my face.
Goes to the library doors.
You open them wide, and inside is a. I'd say the ceiling would be about 90 feet, and it is a large circular room with these spiral staircases arching up to different levels where all these books stand, and in the middle are several seats.
Hello?
Hello. That was me.
Fucking Squirrel.
All right, Devin, eat him. I'm kidding.
Alright, go. I'll fight you.
Do it now.
I'll fight
I'm
you.
not like ready to joke about it yet. Like, damn.
Everyone's being very insensitive.
She like just steps like into the room.
He poofs off of your shoulder, a puff of smoke.
Ah!
And he reappears on the ground floor.
I don't like that squirrel.
Normally, he sits right there, and he points at the big chair.
But he's not here now.
No, he's somewhere.
He sits down in it. Little bushy tail just starts kind of wagging
Like
back and forth.
Would the mansion be able to be here if he wasn't in it?
Yeah, he can leave whenever he wants.
Oh. So there's no guarantee that he's actually
I
in
mean,
here.
there's only the one entrance, so you would have had to see him go, unless he snuck past you. Like this.
He disappears and reappears beside you.
Stop it!
She's gonna look at the squirrel.
Yep.
So he usually sits right over here.
Over there, yeah.
Where exactly?
Right there.
She looks
In the
over at
big
the
chair.
over at the big chair. Can you show me again?
Poofs into it.
She goes over in front of the chair. Are you him?
No. His eyes narrow at you.
Insight check.
Shit.
Roll
Wait,
me insight.
Because before the squirrel wasn't doing all these magical things, like when they first got it.
You're not sure you believe him, Monty. He's a teleporting squirrel.
It's fair.
I am not convinced.
Oh,
Do I have zone of truth? I don't. I don't have prepared shit.
Well, you're in the chair,
Yeah, because I'm showing you.
but that's where the mad mage sits.
Yeah.
And
Right
you're
where
sitting
I'm
there.
sitting. Do you want to sit here?
Shrugs and goes over to sit on it.
Can't.
Why?
He doesn't. Because only he can sit here.
Then how are you sitting there?
You got
Caught in your
Squirrel.
web of lies.
Checkmate, squirrel thing.
Because I'm his familiar.
Insight check.
It's totally him, man. This squirrel is the fucking.
Come on, Monty!
Yeah, that makes sense. The tricks.
That's true. I've heard of this. This is a fact thing.
Oh my god.
It's like Flynn, but a squirrel.
That
I can
makes
teleport and speak common.
We're
All
past-
known
So,
things.
if I made an insight check, would I be able to figure it out? Like, I know some magic things, right?
We're past break time, FYI.
Alrighty.
Easy,
We'll
just
quickly
try
wrap
and
this
eat
up and
the
we'll take a break.
squirrel. If it casts a spell on you, it's probably gonna be.
Oh my god.
So wait, what'd you say, Aaron?
What did you say, Aaron?
I said, I can't remember.
I was asking if, like, if I incited it, would I be able to tell if there was any, like, magic going on? Like, 'cause I know some magic things, or not so much?
You wouldn't know what spell this would be if there was anything on someone.
What kind of familiar are you?
The best.
Mm.
Whatever I am, he kind
I
of moves
think
his
you'll find
long.
that that's not true. Looks at Kilel.
That's not a familiar, stupid.
Stupid. She's my familiar. Fuck you.
She's
Ashley's
familiar with
mean-
him, but
Ashley's gonna reach down toward the squirrel.
familiar's her favorite. He's not even acknowledging you right now.
She
You trying to pick it up? He's still talking to Evan. Familiar's her face spirits that
She
you
sits
turn
down
into
in a
different
chair.
animals. Hey! Get out of my chair!
Out of whose chair?
Shut up!
Are you fucking kidding me? There's
Just
no-
stop talking, squirrel.
She just sits down in the chair and just waits.
He vanishes from your hand.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Aaron, say it ain't so.
We're gonna take a break.
Fucking me.
Get out of my chair. Whose chair?
Shut up.
Oh, no way!
I'll be right back. Oh.
I will
We're gonna
be
use the
right
restroom.
back too.
Shut up. I had an idea ever since he kind of, in the beginning, got a little bit offended when it was like Mad Mage.
I love Goldie so much. Such a good boy.
Man, this fucking chair is gonna have Ashley butt groove on it more than anything. In fact, while I'm sitting here on this chair, it's time for the Dear Ashley show. Butt groove, butt groove, butt groove, butt groove, butt groove.
You're just like jumping up and down on it just to make an imprint.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Dear Grier, when did you first learn you were a rogue?
Today, actually.
Dear
It's been
Ashley,
quite the experience.
How does it feel to have outsmarted a mage? I mean, well, you talking about it's a familiar. Dear Ashley, how is Deco the player feeling today? I think that he's slowly going mad from a slight pain in his eye and watering all over the place. It doesn't actually hurt, or it isn't like actually like a problem, but like over the course of the past like 2 or 3 weeks of it, and it being a constant thing, has slowly decided to make him descend down into madness as well. Dear Ashley.
Mad Mage 2.0, Ashley.
How does chair feel? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Dear Ashley, how do you feel about Grier? Sad. Dear Ashley, how does the squirrel last like what? How does the squirrel
Is this
how
even
does the squirrel
common?
taste like a wire? Is that I don't know. I haven't tasted the squirrel.
That doesn't sound like common.
There's a dear Hadrick, but I'm not sure if Hadrick is here.
I don't think so.
Dear Ashley, from mad to ill to I'll murder him, how do you feel about Grier's betrayer? Betrayal. I wouldn't murder Grier. I'm sad. Grier decided to forgive the person who slit my throat. That's kind of mean.
Because that's what he did. Sure.
Dear Grier, when are going back to pet the savage tabby cats?
The what?
The cats.
Oh, what was the when am I going back to them?
When are you going back to pet them?
Oh, once Strahd is dead.
Dear Ashley, why does glass taste like blood? It's probably because you're not tasting the glass, you're tasting the blood.
It's clearly blood-flavored glass.
Dear Ashley, time to get her. Get what? Her? I don't. There's no around to get.
Who's her?
Is it Devin?
I don't know anyone by that name.
Did you get cat flashbacks when you heard the hags?
Screams, fucking. It's just now it's the time. And frog splashes Devin.
Dear Ashley, do you think Madame Ava betrayed you, or was some magic up to explain her attitude earlier? I don't think that Madame Ava betrayed us, because she basically is always kind of just been neutral with things. I don't consider Madame Ava's thing really a betrayal, but it does hurt. Because Ashley thought that they were friends, and they would at least not hurt them. And in the last encounter, they obviously hurt them instead of helping them. Like, if they would have just remained neutral for everything instead of actively trying to keep everybody from hearing what was going on, or not waking them up. And again, it just feels it doesn't feel like a betrayal, but it does feel like Ashley does not give a single shit about the Vistani anymore.
It's almost like we knew from the beginning that they worked for Strahd.
Well, yeah, it's definitely like that, yeah, but at the same time, the only Vistani we were really 100% warned about, as far as being the ones that were potentially going to screw us over, were the ones over near Valaki. And while it wasn't specifically said about these Vistani, at least Ashley still felt a bit of a kinship with them, especially since they told her what she was and have always done nothing but help them. She felt that even though they were working for Strahd, they were still just a neutral party. And then right here, whenever they were basically making as much noise and doing all they were doing to stop the others from hearing anything, and actively pretty much got her throat slit, she's like, yeah, you guys don't care about me. You don't care at all. So I don't care about you.
Hello, buddy.
One of the big things, too, was, the fact that she was going out of her way not to use any spells that would hurt the Vistani camp. And, they were being, the way they are. Hi, buddy!
Hi!
Buddy, did you look at the thing about the religion I think you should join with me?
I didn't. I played, a second of it, and then I got busy. So...
we have... It's ours. We should join it. It's getting the ground floor,
Bible
man.
animatic.
Yeah.
I'm
go watch the Sonic Bible.
I'm doing it. Oh, he's able to hibernate below delta waves. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Dear Strahd, how do you feel about chicken for dinner?
I still think it's funny that while they're having that conversation, Jolene's eating a duck. And just she looks down and just she sees the beak and she's like, you know what? Or she just fills in the gaps and all of a sudden the duck has a Grier head. It's you know what? I'm done.
Bites its head off.
Strahd, how has your day been? What are the dinner plans for the party? If the rest of the guests actually show? Day's been well. I have my Tatiana. Fuck everything else. But they'll be around, probably. And if they don't, then, well, I'll fucking kill them all or something. I don't know.
Strahd, you know you're looking forward. Strahd, you know you're looking forward to seeing us. You know you're looking forward to seeing us, Strahd.
He is. That's why he kidnapped your friends to try and make you come fast.
You're making him sound like he doesn't care, though. He obviously cares. He's looking forward to it.
I don't care.
You obviously care.
Tsundere Strahd. I don't care.
It's not like I want to suck your blood or anything.
Fuck.
First was a Dear Monty fuck, marry, kill, but it didn't actually give options.
Dear Monty, fuck, marry, or kill. Period. Go.
Wait.
At which point,
What are the options?
Was Dear Ashley, fuck, marry, kill, Strahd, Jolene, and Devin? I mean, obviously, I'm killing Strahd, because that's what I'm gonna do anyway. I mean, if I wanted to, either way, I get to cuck Hadrick, so that's pretty cool. So,
Nice. Cucking, sucking, fucking, looking out with you. She's just too
I'm BS.
good looking.
see, Jolene at the moment has a lot of perks for marrying. But I'm just gonna marry one of her brothers anyway, so I'll fuck Jolene and then I'll marry Devin.
Wait a minute, what is this conversation?
Chat was asking fuck, marry, kill questions.
Oh boy.
Ashley did a fuck, marry, kill for Strahd, Jolene, and Devin.
Okay.
One of those was really loaded. Like,
Dear
one
Monty,
of these.
fuck, marry, kill, Jolene, Ashley, and Devin.
Pre-zombie thing.
Pre-zombie Devin.
Oh shit. Okay. Shit.
Which one
streaming
will
right
you
now?
kill, Monty?
That's an impossible choice.
He's already agreed to kill her, so
Asking the paladin which one they kill is such a fucking conundrum. They're like, but no.
But that's heresy.
They're my
Hey, they made me
friends.
answer during
They've done
fate.
nothing wrong.
So which one?
Is he? Is he? I had to answer during fate, so you better answer this.
Oh, we got one for Jolene too.
Oh
Yeah, we'll get to
no.
that in a second.
Alright, I guess. Married Jolene. Since I already agreed to do it, kill Devin. Fuck Ashley.
Yeah! Dear Jolene, fuck, marry, kill, Hadrick, Monty, Ashley. I'm in all of these! I love being a trap!
I mean, one had Grier in it, but obviously marry Hadrick, because hello. And then fuck Monty, because hello. And sorry, Ashley, remember when Jolene didn't like you? Fucking
But what do
yeet.
you think now? But what do you think now?
She loves Ashley now. She would die for Ashley in a heartbeat.
But now
And
you're
now
going
Ashley
to
will
kill
die
me.
for her.
Devin and Jolene.
Wait, who is that?
Say again?
What?
Oh, you are here! Fuck! I literally kept being like, God, I keep hearing Spencer.
Buddy, did you finish
Am I going
it?
nuts? It's
Buddy,
kept
did you
hearing your
finish it?
stupid laugh.
No.
Buddy, finish it!
I'm busy.
You have to finish the video!
Monty, you ever been
Dear...
Sorry, it was quiet.
Grier,
What?
Strahd's BF or... Oh, someone's like, Dear Ashley and Monty, you ever been fucked?
Monty, probably not.
I don't think I have. I've been in. I mean, unless some crazy stuff happened in the Feywild. I mean, it's pretty wild in the Feywild, but I don't
My
know.
first time was with the Fairy Queen.
And Oberon, you know, as you do.
I've never met Oberon actually.
Oh.
I only met Titania.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Titania. Not to be confused with Titania.
Titania.
Titania and Titania.
Freaking Midsummer Night's Dream is written about Ashley for some reason. She's a little Indian boy. Oh, Oberon's
Little
like, I want
Bastani
her.
boy.
I would like her. No!
But yeah, we actually rolled and like I got to meet like a really high up person there, but I didn't get to meet Oberon, so I met
Logan's not here currently, Spark. No, he's grabbing some food before we jump back from break.
Dear Grier, fuck, marry, kill, Strahd's boyfriend, and Rahadin.
fuck, marry, kill.
I hope you know the correct answer.
What were the options again?
Strahd's boyfriend, and Rahadin.
Rahadin. Kill Strahd, of course.
Thank God.
ridiculous.
Marry Strahd's boyfriend.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I love him.
I do agree with this, because fucking Rahadim just gets it over with, you know?
Yeah.
I finished the video. I finished.
Did you finish it?
Okay.
Yay!
Jolene, in this next one, Jolene would fuck Mary
Sonic either is God, or he could kill God, and I don't care. That's a difference.
They weren't asking if you guys did. It was supposed to be Ashley saying that to Monty. I understand that.
Oh. Ooh, Dragon Wolf says, "Dear Jolene, yeah, fuck, do it."
Fucking Hadrick would marry, obviously, Devin to fuck, and then Ashley goodbye.
Ashley's on the top of the kill list.
Kill Ashley?
You keep killing me.
Because they keep putting me with people that...
We're apparently not even friends, I guess. Whatever.
Okay, no, now hold on. There are literally 3 people in this party.
You're killing the most You're killing the least aged, the cutest.
Listen.
The fan favorite.
Fan favorite.
McFrickin', if Monty had been here the entire time, Jolene would be so conflicted between 3 people. Instead of 2.
3.
Isn't Devin a horrible looking monster right now?
Yeah, no.
Why would you fuck that?
She used to be hot as butts. Also, people still love Devin.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Dear Strahd. Dear
Okay.
Strahd, fuck, marry, kill. Ashley, Devin, Jolene.
I see how this is, buddy. You're so fucking shallow. Like, if Isla wasn't half good, like, I see how this is.
Come on, Strahd. Let's
Like,
go.
Isla isn't the exact same fucking way.
You're right.
He wouldn't fuck Devin right now because she's not pretty enough for him right now.
That's
so
kill
much.
Devin.
Strahd kills Devin.
How dare you,
Yeah.
Strahd?
He'd probably fuck Ashley and then kill her, and then marry Jolene and kill her.
Oh my god.
I will
Lucky
say
Devin
this.
just gets to go off scot-free.
No, she's dead.
Shit.
She would have been
exactly. Scot-free.
Yeah. None of the fucking the extra baggage.
None of the fucking, yeah.
None of that fucking.
Dear Ashley, fuck, marry, kill Hadrick, Greyer, Monty. Fuck Monty, marry Monty, kill Monty. I'm kidding.
Everything Monty.
In that
order. Monty.
Monty's so cute. Like,
I would.
He's wholesome boy.
I'm gonna go the exact opposite the way we did because I fucked Jolene, so I guess I'll also have to fuck Hadrick.
now wait a minute. No,
I'll marry Monty and kill Greyer.
If I wasn't a notorious
Because I know that I
lesbian,
might have
I'd be
a
about
slight
Monty.
chance of actually being able to kill Greyer over Monty.
The thing is, and what's like, the thing that like is so funny to me is if Jolene had met. I mean, she still thought this, but at the beginning of the campaign, Jolene would have just been like, my night. Found. I can leave. Let us go, Monty, back to Neverwinter.
Walks in
But
the
we have
dies of
a wolf
exhaustion.
killing job to do.
Hadrick's life feels
We have a wolf
way fucking
killing job
sadder
to do.
now.
No.
Fucking Monty's like, we have a wolf killing job to do.
But what about getting the seats first? Fucking all of these characters have the most messed up priorities on the planet.
It's adorable.
Besides the point.
I think
But-
my favorite
You mean responsible priorities.
doodle I've seen of Monty is still going to be him and Hadrick being chef bros.
Yes! That was
Oh.
my background on my iPad for the longest time, and everyone was always like, "Oh, are those two gay?" And I would say, "I don't know."
Wait, what?
I could
Could be.
dream.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Wait, which picture?
There's the picture of Monty and Hadrick being chef bros.
I'm back.
I love that
You're
picture.
missing
Hey,
a wall.
We need to
barefoot
Dear
guy.
Dear Hadrick, fuck, marry, kill Ashley, Devin, Greyer.
Ooh.
Fucking marry Jolene, fuck Devin, kill Ash. Oh wait, no, sorry. What were the options?
Jolene wasn't even in that.
Jolene wasn't in there. I guess I always assume
You
that.
son of a bitch. I
Sorry.
am flattered that you considered it.
How come everybody wants to kill me?
So what? It was Devin, Greyer, Ashley.
Yeah.
For the record, Nico,
I
I'd
guess-
marry Ashley.
Mary Greyer.
What?
Right now?
I mean, I
No,
assume.
no,
We were
This is-
destined for each other.
Yeah, they are destined bros.
Fuck Devin, kill Ashley.
Oh!
Hey, listen, I already knew this one. I knew the answer to this one.
Offended that no one will marry me.
I
said that.
Yeah, I said marry Devin.
Okay, good. I'm making sure. I must have been
And
the
whenever,
one who
and
said
because
that.
whenever they asked me if I could fuck, marry, kill, where it said Hadrick, I said I'd fuck Hadrick. And then whenever it said
That's
the fuck,
fair.
marry, kill for Jolene, I said fuck Jolene.
If
So
you were
that
a zombie right now, Strahd
Okay,
would.
good,
He'd
thank
still
you.
kill you, but
I just wanted to cut
okay,
both of them.
cool.
Is all you see.
you're
I
gross
will
right now.
say-
He's like, no.
Unfortunately, in all the ones I was asked, Hadrick was a variable, and Jolene, obviously. I mean,
Oh, here's one for Devin. Strahd, Jolene, or Gray?
Oh, fuck. Mary Jolene. Fuck Strahd, kill Grar.
Are you kidding?
I mean, right now, it's kind of debatable.
at least Strahd always was upfront about us.
It's true. It's true.
Strahd never lied to us like that butt fucking traitor.
Dear Ashley, fuck, marry, kill Strahd, Rahadin, and the sweet embrace of death. I will marry the sweet. I will marry the
death!
sweet embrace of death.
Kill death!
I want to marry.
one could die.
I want to marry death, and I'll
No!
I'll
Kill the
I'll
sweet
court
embrace
death. I'll court death by killing half the universe.
Nice.
That's fair.
I see what
I
you
don't
did there.
feel so
Yeah. I
Kill.
feel it.
Kill death.
Dear Devin, fuck, marry, kill, Hadrick, Monty, Grier. Marry Monty, fuck, Hadrick, kill, Grier.
How come with the fuck, marry, kills for Devin, Ashley's not in any of those? What the fuck,
I
guys?
know. It's because they know that anytime you're even in the mix, it's like, Mary.
I disagree.
For Devin.
Ashley is inevitable.
It's outstanding.
I think are we all settled?
I am inevitable. And I am move along.
Oh my god.
How many times will Ashley
And
die
I
and come back?
refuse.
How many times will Ashley die and come back to life? One.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright, if we're good to go, I'm good to go.
That shit.
You good to go? All right, let's pull it back in.
Bye, guys.
We'll see y'all just before we leave chat, assuming y'all can make it there, because I know it's late for a fuckload of y'all, but hey, spooky game, let's do it.
Spooky nighttime
game.
stride.
Well, fucking we dick around with a squirrel in a magic house.
Yay!
I refuse to believe. That's all I'll say.
Just in anything.
Just
in
anything. I
general.
refuse to believe
I
anything.
refuse to believe.
I don't believe in things.
I'm glad you're here now, buddy.
I'm not. No.
Don't mind my colorful commentary.
I'm about
So we return to everyone in the library. He is still gone.
I'm just sitting in this chair, putting my
Lala?
butt groove in it.
Can you smell the squirrel?
Kilala, she
Yeah.
looks up at you. Have her roll a perception. Not you, Kilala.
Get it, my wonderful kitty. You would. My perfect familiar.
I'm gonna press education my name on the chair.
Oh shit. Oh.
Advantage and sniff. She cannot. She looks at you and she kind of chuffs and turns back to stare at Ashley while she vandalizes the chair.
Yep,
Oh,
this is
that's
Mal
right.
Ashley's chair.
Yep. How are you like what kind of letters are you doing? A specific type? You just have glowing magic ones?
I'm making them glow, and it says Ashley's chair.
Ashley's chair, right?
What's-
That'll
oh,
chill there for
no.
an hour, if I remember right.
Yes, it will.
Hadrick, Jolene.
Oh,
Eating.
A squirrel poofs onto the opposite end of the table.
Oh no.
What did they do? Just calmly still cutting her goose. Or her duck.
I was gonna say she duck. It's probably
Who?
goose.
What? He reaches over and grabs a glass and just starts drinking from it.
Where are you with the others?
Oh, they're in the library.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just over there.
I'll take.
Library.
How's the food? Do you like it?
Yeah.
More wine, please. One of the servants comes over and pours wine.
It's wonderful.
Did they find your mage?
No.
So why are you here?
I'm thirsty. Am I
Oh.
interrupting? You guys having a moment?
Familiars get thirsty?
Yep.
I thought they were magic.
Yep. Hey, man, Faye's got a drink.
Suppose that is true sentiment.
As uninteresting as it sounds, Hadrick will continue eating despite the
Yeah.
squirrel.
Yeah.
He will remain.
He has no foundation to call this squirrel out on anything it's saying.
So, Grier,
Hi.
you're heading down the stairs. If you head down the first flight, you'll end up back at the landing you're originally on. So you see the carpet and that one painting that made you so uncomfortable last time.
Mm-hmm. He's
Strahd's
just gonna...
boyfriend.
What's up?
That's map 5. That's map
So
6.
do you see Strahd's boyfriend?
He's in the other. He's in the room.
He's in the lounge adjacent. Yeah.
Kill him.
I'll fuck him one day.
I'll get him.
Kill him.
Perhaps
Are you
later.
sure?
Is there a
I don't
squirrel there
presume
with
to
you
be
too?
able to take anything in this castle one-on-one unless it's like a cat.
Meow. Do you continue downwards, or are you gonna?
I do. I continue downward.
Alrighty, you bring yourself down another floor. There is a door. You passed this one a while back. The map 4. Just put you in my corner so I can pull up whichever map I need. Yeah, there is a simple wooden door. Not hearing anything from it particularly with your crazy bird ear, your weird bird holes.
And I will slowly open the door and see if there's anything inside.
You open it up and the smell of dust hits you a lot. Like it just smells kind of old in here. You see scrolls and everything lit by multiple candles kind of strewn about. There's heavy wooden chests with sturdy locks on them, and a long table in the middle. Sat at it is an elderly man.
I didn't want to interrupt you talking, but I was trying to like creak it open to like a crack so I could see inside without opening it all the way.
Yep, this is still stuff you'd be able to see, just because the room is extremely illuminated and he's in place. You see Batman.
Batman.
Okay.
Sat behind the desk. He seems absorbed in whatever he's doing.
You're supposed to be in Gotham.
Batman.
Okay. Does this area look particularly like it was meant to keep people away?
This area?
Like this whole this door, this surrounding area is it like
It was unlocked. There was no particular protections on it.
Okay. I'm also like, as I'm traveling throughout this place, I'm definitely like
Trying to
my
keep
best
everything in mind.
to memorize
sure.
it. I don't want to fuck with this guy because I don't know what he does. I don't know what he is.
He's just scribbling away at paper. You see him occasionally stop to dip his quill in some ink, and he continues at it.
Watch out for his old man powers.
You hear the occasional rattling of a chain when he moves. That's about it.
Oh.
Move time forward. You've been about.
Don't underestimate the old man.
He might knock you unconscious with his lethargic presence skill.
Hey man, don't underestimate that lethargic presence.
Yeah. He occasionally scratches the top of his head, moving a couple of the remaining wisps of hair, kind of jostling them about.
Okay. Did there look like any noteworthy items out in the open aside from those chests that you mentioned, or
Just a ton of papers, scrolls. Seems like a lot of things that are getting written on are in that room.
might be like a treasury or something? I don't know.
Hey, Grier.
What did it do?
I bet that guy has no blood.
It's possible. Is it like dark enough in the room to where I could potentially sneak in? without him seeing me?
From where he's facing, it is extremely well illuminated. If you were to open that door and he were to look up, he would see you. There's absolutely nowhere to hide from where you currently are.
All right, I'm gonna note this, but I'm not gonna go in there as of right now. I just kind of want to get a layout of this place for now.
All right. That's the only thing on this landing. You can continue downwards if you wish.
I will do that.
Going back to, this is map 4, back to map 3. And that returns you back down to the main floor you first came in on. Ahead of you is a large double doors. You still hear the sound of organ music coming from that room. You see the odd statue here and there. Where is it? There's a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, standing at attention in a shallow alcove just to your left.
Okay. Oh, not suits of armor.
You saw it on the way in. The stairs continue downwards if you want to continue that way. You're now on the main floor, so whatever you go down now, probably be closer to the basement.
I will continue downward.
Down we go. Into the abyss.
Into the depths.
Alrighty. I need to know where you connect to. You connect to... Okay. You come to a landing. There's a bit of a walk. It's about 15 feet towards the door. There's a small, shallow alcove to your right. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. It's just smooth stone. Possibly where armor would normally be placed, but it's empty currently, and the stairs continue downwards. It is significantly colder where you are right now.
So there's an alcove that doesn't really go anywhere where armor would be, but there isn't, and nothing else really?
From where you are, so at your landing, directly in front of you would be about a 15-foot walk to a wooden door with iron reinforcements on it.
Oh, with iron reinforcements.
Then
I want to check that out.
You're gonna go towards it?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to just kind of quietly. I'm doing this all like try to be quiet.
Cool. Roll me stealth again. I just had to check something.
Go away, old man. Lethargic presence.
Lethargic old person. What are you doing in my castle? I'm Strahd. Me.
Strahd is just a puppet.
Move forwards. There's the odd, like, occasional clack from your little talon feetsies against the stone, but otherwise it is silent down here.
Should really buy like Arakakra shoes. So there, it looks like it's barred, or
no? It's like it's got iron reinforcements on it.
Okay.
So the door was built to. So if someone were to try to hack through it, it would take longer. But overall, it's just a metal reinforced door.
Does it look like I can just kind of open it slowly, like I do with all doors? I'm going to do that.
All right.
Same as before.
You open it. It's unlocked, much like many things here. There is like a deathly quiet compared to the rest of the place. Even the organ music doesn't seem to reach down here. As you open it, then the ceiling's about 10 feet up, and there's these heavy wooden beams still supporting it. They're all kind of sagging slightly. there is a fog clinging to the floor. It's actually hard to see past your feet once you open it. A bit of it, as you open the door, slightly wisps out.
Oh.
So anything above, what was it? Yeah, it's about 3 feet off the ground is where it becomes difficult to see. And a shadow moves across the ceiling as you see a familiar-ish shape. You see what looks like one of the mongrel folk lumbering along, kind of looking around and smelling.
Oh. Okay.
You see this thing.
Oh.
What a handsome child.
Yeah, he's fairly short. He's at the actual fog, because of how he stands, comes up to around his chest, shoulder area. So most of him is actually kind of lost in it, while his lantern hangs above his head as he holds it outwards.
What does this room look like? Anything in particular?
It's a hallway. From the cracked position you have on it, you can see him down the hallway. You can see it's a very long hallway. You can't see the end of it, and you can see immediately 2 doors. But other than that, you can't see anything else because you've just got the door open a little bit. Like anything to the right of the door, you wouldn't be able to see.
Okay.
He's going to make a smelling check.
Oh.
He seems like he smells something, but he's not sure where from.
Oof. Oh. Oh, what is that? What is that around his neck? Oh. He's got a key, don't he? I couldn't see that from my angle. He would be obscured.
For you? That'd be mostly obscured.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a bunch of stuff on him.
Mm-hmm. I really want to try to sneak through that fog, using the fog as a cover. But he would smell me, so his smell clearly isn't obscured by that.
But would he smell a dagger through his head?
He's 4'9". If he's hunched over, you could probably barely see. With your eyes, you could probably still see the things around his neck as well.
Oh. I wouldn't be able to see what, just that there are things.
You wouldn't have specifics, but you'd see like the outline. You'd quickly be like a necklace and maybe a key. Especially with your expertise with criminal stuff. You think it could be a jailer thing. You've seen a lot of people wearing keys. So you're like, it's probably something important to his job, whatever it is. Or maybe it's to that lock on his back.
I guess I'm going to try something here.
What were you going to try?
I'm going to close the door.
All right.
Quietly. And then I'm going to just... This is potentially risky.
As the door clicks shut, you just hear from like a muffle like, "Who's there?"
I am gonna try to knock on the door.
Moments pass. Light starts filling the bottom side of the door. The door opens and he's just...
The door opens, you said?
The door begins to open.
Okay. I don't move. I'm acting very much like I'm supposed to be there, or like I'm just kind of casually being there.
Can I help you?
Just wandering around. Wondering what's behind that door.
These are the servants' quarters, mostly. He kind of squints at you a little bit. Is one of his jowls sagging? Think like Hadrick's, like kind of stroke side, but significantly worse, almost like a bulldog.
Oh.
Let's find something else to call it next time.
He's having a stroke?
Yeah, you look kind of familiar, actually.
Not many people come down here.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I think I saw some people like you elsewhere.
You look kind of delicious, actually. But guests are guests. You probably shouldn't be down in these places. It's not too safe. You never know what you might be standing on.
Yeah, I heard there might be some dangerous rugs. There's some shit. I'm being careful. Just trying to get my bearings.
You should probably retire to your room. It's the safest for people like you.
I'll take that under advisement.
I could take you there if you'd like.
I think
One
I know the way
eye
back.
slightly larger than the other.
I know the way back. I think I got it.
Alright. He turns around and starts shuffling back into the hallway.
Is your last name Bellevue by chance?
Yep. It sure is.
What brought you to a place like this?
Work. Good
That's
food.
it? Met some of your family up at the Abbey of St. Markovia.
Don't rightly care.
Okay then. And Grier will about face and walk away.
Yeah, that was over his shoulder. He definitely just starts kind of walking off. All right, so you turn around. So he's past that door, which is still slightly ajar. You have the stairs leading up or down?
Going down.
Going down into the depths. All right,
Fuck that,
South
going
Tower
back to
stair.
my room, shit.
Maybe the South Tower stair. You have the spiral stair, which is a different one, I think. It's the high tower. That's the spiral stair. Okay. Where do you land here? So it starts at K73.
More quiet bird boy adventures, as he says nothing to almost nobody.
Let me search it up. Easiest way. Ah, that's why. You'll be there. All right. You make your way down the stairs and you hit a point where you are now unable to see. There are no more torches here. As you move forward, you just see a bit of shimmer from the last bit of light, and you see whatever areas in front of you has been flooded.
Oh.
And it's just a sea of black beyond that.
Do I have anything that could, like, I mean, other than a torch that can light that? I don't think so. Damn you birds with your not great eyes.
Even a human couldn't see down here. It's pitch black.
It is. From the little bit of light that I have in this room, does it look like there's anything in the water?
From where you're standing, you can barely see that the water is there in the first place. Like from where you're up in this, you just kept the edge of it kind of lapping up against one of the steps. And the stairs descend continually into the water.
Are there any like loose bits of rubble or rock nearby, like stone?
Yeah, I'd say you could kind of pry a piece off of something.
Okay, I'm gonna try chucking it
Bloop.
across the hallway.
You fool!
That was the most useful item in the game.
Yeah, you throw it in. How hard do you want to throw it? It descends into
Just
blackness, so you don't know how far.
as hard as I can. Hard and as far as I can.
Bloop. Didn't
That's
seem
the
to
only
hit
sound I
anything.
hear.
Yeah, you just hear it connect with water.
Okay, I'm gonna light myself a torch.
You ignite your torch, and you see a. No, this is a DM map. Oh, you see this area.
Is this like a map I'm not supposed to have?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'll close out of that one. I'll give you this map.
Okay, close.
Where's my 73 non? We're the only one that came up for it. Give you layers. Let me put on my fog of war. And we got
Bleh.
Meh.
Bleh.
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 Exactly
Bleh.
like that. You sure said it, voice in my head.
Bleh.
and
Oh,
Sinclair.
God, I was thinking
That's
that
where
same
you are.
thing.
Oh. Oh. It's quite the hefty map.
Believe me, it gets crazier.
Graya,
Oh, yeah?
this is your subconscious.
Yeah? What do you want, subconscious?
Go back and kill that man that was writing.
The water itself is black and still. The hallway itself is arched, and the occasional drop of water comes from the ceiling. But other than that, it seems placid.
Graya.
Shut up, subconscious. I'm busy.
You hear to your south, a door on your left. You hear a very weak cry for help.
That back the way I... No, to my left, you said.
To your left. So down into the hallway,
Okay.
you see an intersection, just
Got you.
barely. And through one of the doors, you hear a meek cry for help.
I just zoomed out on the map that you shared. And it's a hilariously small part of the map.
Yep.
It
Wait,
looked all
that's-
big and important
that's-
before, and I was like, zzz.
That's the hallway? The whole hallway?
No, that's the area you can immediately see.
Oh, okay. So, I will try to, like, set foot in the water, see how deep it is.
All right. You start stepping into it. About 3 feet deep, and then it doesn't seem to be getting any deeper.
Okay.
So it's about up to your, just about up to like your upper thighs.
Okay, I will try to make my way down the hall. The flooded hall with certainly no monsters underwater.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. I get to the end.
You come to an intersection.
Oh, okay. I get to the intersection.
You get two doors.
Huh.
And it continues onward beyond them.
I will go to the door with the cry for help, and I will listen in for about another, like, 60 seconds or so.
The door itself is covered, and the ceiling in the areas is covered in this thick mold. As you approach it, you listen to it for about a minute.
It's just
Is that correct?
Help. Yeah.
You hear occasionally, just the occasional. Somebody please help.
Jesus.
Beyond that, nothing else.
Oh man. I don't particularly trust that, if I'm being completely honest.
The sloshing of water on the inside.
Oh, it's odd. It's clearly audible, me doing that.
No, like, well, you moving through, there's something, but no, you hear water.
I will try to slightly open the door again. Well, actually, no, my light would immediately give me away that I'm there. Heckin' heck.
You hear steps coming from which stairs?
Down the stairs?
Yeah. They're distant. You just hear the echoing.
They sound like they're coming down or going up.
Currently, they sound like they're getting closer.
I will... Oh, what?
Hello?
No, hello.
There we go.
Mr.
Okay.
Strahd.
I will try. I will try to. Fuck. I will go to the other door. I will go to the opposite door.
The opposite door?
Yes, the opposite door.
All right. You kind of wade through the water as best you can over to the opposite door.
As quietly as possible. And I will try to listen to see if that's like, real quick. If anything is in that room.
Make me a perception check. You hear the sounds of water. That's about it.
Okay, I will open that door as quietly as possible in this water.
There's a squeaking sound as the door opens. Your light fills the room.
I will go inside the room and put out my torch.
All right. You are effectively blinded once you do that. You can immediately, however, see a glowing blade.
I'm sorry?
If you turned around and closed the door, it'd be to your immediate left. Let me open this area for you. You see a bunch of cells. And in the cell here, just at the back of the cell, you see a like a shimmering blue glow of what looks like some sort of short sword.
Oh.
It's just stuck at the back of the cell. It's not particularly ceremonious. It's underwater right now.
Okay. Was that it was glowing before I came in the room, right? Just to be sure.
Yeah, it became immediately obvious now that there's no torchlight, and that's the only thing. Yeah. It's emitting light about 15 feet out.
Okay, I will close the door behind me if I haven't already said that, and I will wait and I will try to hide in one of the cells.
As you reach out for whichever cell, it's locked.
Oh, I thought it was open. Okay, I will just hide as best I can in this room in case someone were to open that door. And I will wait and see if I hear footsteps passing.
As you're blinded, you don't really know if you're going to be hid well, because you don't exactly know if they're going to be carrying light, and there's no boxes or anything to hide behind. You could hide underwater, perhaps. But otherwise, you're effectively stood in the middle of a long hallway with no obstructions.
I guess I'll try to hide in the water as best I can while still keeping an ear up to hear.
All right, so you just pull low in the water. Roll me, and I'll shenanigree off from that.
Shenanigans. Yes.
Come on, Grier.
Also in that water. Ew. Okay, sorry. Throw it back to Jolene.
You hear the steps come along, and you see a bit of light, just dimly light the area as you hear the crackling of a torch. About 3 or 4 minutes go by, and then you hear light splashing of water. Not like when you're wading through it, where it makes that kind of, you get a kind of whooshing sound off it. You hear like a light splash as if someone's slapping the surface of it, and like it's brighter through the bars of the door you closed, and it starts getting dimmer and finally disappears.
I will wait for like a good 5 minutes after it's gone to move again. And then I will quietly get up and try to, I guess, unlock that. Well, actually, no. First, because he's a paranoid fucking bird, he's gonna listen again outside the door, like immediate with his ear up against it.
You hear a clang.
Oh.
From the sound of metal on metal. With a off in the southern area.
Oh, okay, from that guy.
Yeah. Other than that,
I thought the guy had just kind of slowly dimmed his torch and then just lunged at me through the fucking door.
Just walks through it. Hey, bitch.
But no, I will turn to the door with the glowing sword, and I will attempt to unlock that if it is locked.
Alright, roll me a Thieves' Tools check. Yep.
Yep. I am rolling so well, except for that one time.
You within moments, these locks are fair. They're good locks. They're just damaged, and so you kind of make quick work of it. You effectively destroy the locking mechanism for this. You're not sure it could lock ever again, but heck, you got it open.
Okie dokie.
You got it open, and you got it open quiet.
I will go towards that heckin' sword and see what that's all about.
Glowing sword. It's underwater. You gonna pick it up?
Pick it up.
Hello.
What? Is that sword saying hello to me?
It's what you heard.
Is there anybody in here? I mean, I know this, but Grier would look around, not knowing what the fuck is happening.
You feel an emotion kind of course through you, of just almost anger as you're holding it.
Oh, okay. Why am I so angry all of a sudden?
There is work to be done.
Who is saying that?
Hello. I'm down here.
I look down.
Yes. Hello.
Are you... Am I going crazy?
Back in the mansion. Ashley and the gang. It's been about 10 minutes and Goldie's not come back.
Oh. Is it like invisible or something now?
Could be invisible.
It might be.
Oh my
invisible.
goodness, you're right. It could be invisible.
Kilal is kind of pawing around. She's sniffing at the door.
Start going on hands and knees, feeling around for an invisible squirrel.
Sees Monty do that. He knows more about, copies him.
Just take a second to remind everyone, Monty has an intelligence of 11.
Ashley, is the squirrel invisible? What do we do?
Oh, is Deco not here?
Damn it, Deco!
Ah, shit.
Deco.
Deco's dead.
Well,
Tico.
He's taking a shower, clearly.
of course. It's what we all do now.
Ashley's preoccupied. She's prestidigitating more Ashley words onto the chair.
Tico.
I'm back. I heard you guys talking. I was in the bathroom.
Hi.
Talking.
Hi, Tico.
I was in
It's been
the
about,
restroom.
but it's been over 10 minutes in, and Goldie has not returned.
Oh, well, that guy sucks.
Goldie's fucking dead.
We
Or
ate him.
invisible.
In that 10 minutes, could we have looked around at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Because we're in apparently a library, so like after putting, the
library.
2 seconds it would have taken to put the prestidigitation Ashley's chair there.
Where's Casimir?
He would have entered with you all. He, honestly, I forgot. He's just standing awkwardly in the lobby
with us.
right now.
He's with us.
All right.
He's our friend.
All right. Casimir's with you guys.
For once.
Is there anything we can gather from the library? From just looking around at things. Can I roll like an investigation to see if anything stands out?
Sure. Roll investigation.
Uh.
10? Seems like a lot of books.
Wow!
You go through, you pick up odd ones. They look like some of them seem to be about the study of magic. None of them are particularly in depth or strictly on a spell. They just seem to be about the fundamentals of understanding the weave and things about it. You see a couple history books. You see some about the Second Sundering in the realms. You see titles of books that you've not heard of, like the countries they speak of. You see a Greyhawk. You see different. What would be another town that he'd have named in there? You see. No, you're not there. Nope, no one could recognize it. Never mind. Yep, it all just seems like names and places.
Just that.
Just looking through all the different things, she just gets the just urge to think that a wizard or somebody else has to probably see these things to understand anything from them. She just puts them away. I don't know where he could have gone. There's not really a lot of places left. We could just head back and see if he went somewhere else.
Still on the floor, patting around. So you don't think he's invisible?
If he was invisible, I'm pretty sure that, I would have felt some sort of tugging or something because of that. Points over at the chair.
What if the Mad Mage is more of a concept? What if us here trying to find him is the real Mad Mage?
Is the mad part of this.
The Mad Mage was the Mad Mage we made along the Mad Mage.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
See.
The mage we mad along the mage.
Jesus.
But yeah, she'll just say that to Devin and Monty and Casimir because he's with us.
You all right?
Hello. Yes. So that thing he said about familiars was true.
Well, I mean, all right.
Rip Devin.
I'm not insulting your cat or anything. I assume she's quite beautiful, but familiars are made of fey creatures, well, spirits specifically.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez.
She's more like a soul bonded animal.
Oh. Well, I mean, okay, that sounds nice too. Okay,
So I'll make my way out of the library.
Back in our
the main
room.
doors.
20 minutes of silence go by with the familiar, and Hatterster's like, so do familiars have hobbies? Do you do things? Do you have interests?
I read a lot.
Uh-oh. Jolene, are you okay?
Oh,
What's your
I
favorite
read
book,
too!
Squirrel?
Yes, yes. What is your favorite book?
I've been rereading on the Red Wizards of Thay. It's
Do I know that series? Is that something I
the
would
Red
have?
Wizards of Thay.
Those are a
faction
people. Yeah.
within the realms. They have good and bad stories about them. but they're just a notable faction of wizards.
What interest does a squirrel have in wizards? I guess you were conjured by one, so whatever.
I gotta know things in case I need to know them, you know?
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to question you.
Need to know 'em.
You're the familiar.
Yep.
Okay.
Is there like an easy way to find like the kitchen? How many other rooms are there?
Without metagaming this, what is the simplest method by which we can arrive in this room?
It's just I don't really know what to say at the very beginning of this place because like I went up some stairs. I don't know if there were any other halls other than the kitchen. Like I don't know
upstairs
how this layout is.
Directly into the library. From your understanding of how
all the things
buildings
upstairs.
work, yeah,
we searched everything upstairs.
You got the core of upstairs. Downstairs, the kitchen is almost immediately there, so it's one of the first places you would pass.
Dude.
It is a shame that we haven't run into the mage yet. I'll stop using that in case he does not take kindly to that.
Yeah, why?
He let you in after all.
Why are you with us and not trying to help them find your master again?
I don't know. If he wants to be found, he'll be found.
Is that right?
Or if he doesn't want to, I don't know.
If we don't manage to find your master, do we just get free run of this place?
Sure. I mean, if you want.
Does your master have, like, a room?
Yep. You want to see it? It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do, actually.
Yes, yes.
If the others haven't managed to find your master yet, then I think I might have just figured out a way to draw him out. Totally.
I hate your fucking squirrel so much.
Such an asshole.
Kill this goddamn squirrel.
Character ever.
Alright, take me to wherever your master keeps all of his,
I want the squirrel to be dead.
Take me to where your master keeps all his, like, magic stuff.
I doesn't keep a lot of stuff in here. This is like a pocket dimension. And when it becomes effectively nothing at the end of its existence, and while he can recreate the same one, most objects and people are thrown out of it. Not all, though.
You know a lot about this.
Yeah, I do a lot of reading, you know, in case you need to know, you know. This way.
Hadrick, the squirrel is rather.
It would have been great if like you would have asked the squirrel what his favorite book was, and it's like
I would
the wisdom book.
I would normally agree that this squirrel is in fact suspicious, Jolene, but it is a familiar.
Hadrick, what do you think a familiar means? A familiar is just a
to my understanding of familiars, I have none.
Yes. Okay, that is they aren't usually knowledgeable beings. I mean, they can be. They can be learned creatures.
Is Kilala like a familiar? Is that like the level of...
No.
Hadrick actually... No, yeah, thank you, Goldie.
Goldie.
Yes. Goo Goldie.
Do you have a title?
Goldie.
From other people?
No, they just call me Goldie.
So what do you know about familiars then, Jolene?
Well,
yeah. What do you know?
She like looks around, feeling oddly attacked.
I've never wanted to choke out a squirrel.
No,
want
like
to
at
learn.
the squirrel. At the squirrel. Just like, excuse me, sir. Well, actually, I knew quite a few mages who had familiars back in Neverwinter.
Oh, you're from Neverwinter?
Yes. I'm actually the third princess of Neverwinter.
That sounds neat.
Don't just go around telling squirrels that.
Is Sand still working there? Is Sand still working there?
Is Sand still working?
Runs one of the only notable magic stores in the realms. He caters to a specific clientele, but being in the royal family, you'd at least know of him.
What type of clientele does he usually?
People who can afford them. Generally.
Oh yes, actually, yes. I don't know Sand very well, but yes, I do know of Sand. Does your master, or did your master, shot. Very, very well known. Yeah.
Bumped into each other from time to time.
I see.
How long has your master been here?
I don't know.
I feel like you would
He
know.
only summoned me recently because of all the bad stuff after he lost his book.
So,
and his dick.
1 second. Hold on. Hold the phone here.
He lost his book.
Hold the
What's a
phone. Hold the phone. That's high enough. So basically, your master summoned you recently enough. It hasn't talked about anything regarding himself, but he has talked about enough for you to know the name of someone he bumped into on the outside.
Yeah, he told me in my brain.
But he hasn't told you anything else, like the details of how he's stuck here or how long he's been here.
Oh, he's stuck here because of how we're all stuck here. There's this spooky fog. And that Kelly guy. You know the one.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check, and I'm gonna possibly do something really stupid.
Hadrick! My Hadrick senses are tingling.
I'm gonna roll it with disadvantage.
You really, if you want to fail it, just fail it.
What's that? Triple disadvantage? Ah, 10.
Oh
I'm
my
shooting the squirrel with a crossbow.
Logan! What? Now, wait a minute.
It's fucking with us. I'm getting rid of it.
Are you Goldie?
Alright, roll initiative and take a shot.
No! I don't want to fight a fucking squirrel!
Don't worry, I don't think we
That'll
are.
be fine.
Okay, if you're right, I'm going to be rather impressed.
Is it on the combat tracker?
I hate this!
Just let me see, roll your attack and I'll tell you.
God damn it!
Yeah, does that hit? Is a squirrel got more than 20 AC?
You hide your sheet over here.
Don't kill the squirrel, Hadrick. That's
Fucking kill it.
Oh, I'm not killing it. Hadrick's just like your base of knowledge is inconsistent. I think I know what's going on.
If it is the person's familiar, it's rude to kill people as familiars.
No.
At Isla from another
So here's the
universe.
information that Hadrick, though he's a dum-dum, has acquired since the squirrel got here. It does not know where its master is, which is ridiculous for a familiar as far as he knows. It did not help the others find his master. It popped in here and seems to be avoiding them, and its knowledge doesn't sync up with their master, and he has, like, expertise on pieces of his master's life, as opposed to, like, long-term knowledge. He's like, nah, you're either... One of two things is happening here as far as Hadrick's concerned. Either this is the mage, or we've been brought here to be fucked with.
You know, we could also ask him if his mate...
Okay, so... We could, except that I had announced and rolled my attack already.
Yes, I'm aware. Do what you must.
Roll damage.
Don't kill the squirrel!
Please kill the squirrel.
I'm trying. The squirrel's not undead, is it? Otherwise I do an extra 1d8.
So you hit it. Well, the extra 1d8 is from the sun sword, isn't it?
Oh, that's true, right, sorry.
Yeah, that
he
hits
launched
it.
the sun sword that threw the cross.
That hits it. The arrow catches Goldie in the chest.
Oh my god.
Die, squirrel!
Holy
And
shit.
he explodes.
I believe Goldie's fucking dead.
Do familiars explode?
If it's a familiar, it can.
Oh
On
my
the ground is an old man with an arrow in his chest.
Aha! Yeah. I'm really not in the mood for you today, old man. Don't make
Oh my god!
Don't make me teach you this lesson again.
You shot him!
You see what that was? That's called taking a risk.
I agree. I should do that more often. I'm so sorry he
I
shot
found
you, sir.
the old man.
You
so
guys get to
proud
the
of you.
bottom of the stairs and see Hendrik standing over an old man with a crossbow bolt in his chest.
Oh my god!
Dude, so they're within like eyesight now.
They would have just got to the bottom of the stairs because it's not super long to get to you guys, and the kitchen's one of the first.
Could I walk over and retrieve my bolt from the old man?
He's still awake.
Yeah, I'm aware, but you haven't described him moving, and you said I was like over him.
If we're on initiative, it would be the next person's. So, it's his turn.
Go ahead. What are you gonna do, old man?
I simply
He's gonna turn you into a cat.
That's fine. The jig is
Turn
up.
you into a squirrel.
The jig is up. I win. He can turn me into whatever he wants. I don't intend to kill him. I've just fucking ended this facade.
He is going to...
I'll note that after I take the shot, I will, like, immediately set the crossbow down on the table, being like, well, that's done.
He's going to panic mirror image.
Cool.
Multiple versions of him pop
Oh, look. Not only did I find the old man, I found many of him.
Are we also in the initiative?
You can roll initiative if you want to join in anything.
I hope this doesn't continue any further.
The amount that I wish this went for 2 rounds so I could just do. How many times do we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young folk.
I castered him.
There's a bunch of old men now.
Yep, there are. I believe mirror image makes 3. Double check.
Merry Christmas, Ashley. I brought you not 1, not 2, but like 4 mad mages.
Mirror image would be a... There it is, mirror image. Yeah, so there's 4 of them.
I don't even care if I die now.
I do. But okay.
How far away are they from everybody else?
They're in the middle of the hallway. Hadrick would be like, I don't know, 10 feet behind him, and Jolene was following him into the hall.
I would like to attempt to send him into my friend Hadrick by using Thunderwave on him.
Thunderwave down the hallway. He's farther down the hallway than Hadrick. You'd have to get behind him to try and do that.
Oh, I thought you said that he. I thought you said that he was.
Yeah, he was
so
leading
we're on the
them
side
to-
where Hadrick is.
We're still in the. We're still in the like. Had we left the actual?
Yeah, he's like, follow me, and he started walking down the hallway to show you to the Mad Mage's bedroom.
So he's closer to us, or is he closer to us?
He's farther away from you. So for you, it goes you guys.
You know what? Fuck it then. Shatter.
The kitchen and then.
What?
Yeah, fuck this guy. I mean, no, I get that. You walk down the hallway, you saw
on the other side of him so that he gets launched 10 feet into Hadrick.
You saw you walked down this thing and you saw the Mad Mage in combat with Hadrick. That we are fighting is the reasonable response.
Oh.
I think Deco and I are on the same page.
You know what, Deco? If you kill the Mad Mage you've been looking for, go for
I have
it.
healing word. I can bring him back.
This will hopefully teach him to not disguise himself as a fucking squirrel.
Right?
I will say that Shatter does not push things, but you can still cast it if you want.
I can knock him out.
Also, I got a 15 in initiative. How's Ashley
Okay,
going
okay.
before me?
How about this?
Because
How
Hadrick
far?
capped on it.
How
we
far
can move
away?
you.
How far away is he?
To be fair, wouldn't my attack have been a surprise thing and then it would go back to the top?
Actually, it's fair giving him surprise. He shouldn't have been able to even take an action. Just tell you what, I'm gonna put you at 11 here, and then we'll just run you, and then we'll give you 2 rounds here. Jolene, if you want to do anything.
How far away is
We know
this
what I'm
man?
gonna do.
Say again.
How far away is this man?
Considering he was surprised, so he wouldn't have even mirror imaged. He is about 50 feet away, prone, with a crossbow bolt sticking out of his chest.
I'll take those 2 rounds though.
I can take that, squirrel.
If he's on the ground prone, then there's no use in me using Shatter to make him prone again. I'll hideous laughter him then. See if that works.
Shatter also is
Oh.
prone. It just destroys stuff, doesn't it?
I thought it knocked people. I thought it could knock people.
Sudden loud ringing, painful noise. It does extra damage to inorganic materials, like stone, or rather, they have disadvantage on it.
I thought it was something. Anyway, I'm gonna just knock him.
I think you're thinking of Thunderwave.
I could be thinking. I have so many different AOE like sound abilities. I'm gonna try to hideous laughter.
All right.
Yeah, old man.
I don't have anything to target.
There you go.
Alright. Take this.
You bring us into your home, you give us food, and
I
then you inconvenience us for
No.
20 minutes. This'll show you, old man.
He succeeds.
Okay, cool. And then, whatever.
Jolene.
Jolene is going to... So he's fallen in a corridor, correct?
Yeah, he's just on the ground.
With all of him.
He's just staring at the ceiling. He hasn't moved yet because he was surprised.
Yeah.
Alright, she's gonna stand in the middle of the hallway adjacent to him and stumble out the words. If you mean us no harm, speak now, or I promise you I will cone of cold this entire hallway!
Don't do that. Don't do what you just said. We're in the hallway.
Maybe I
What's
won't
happening?
do that!
Please no.
We're in the hallway, Jolene.
But you're behind me.
I'd appreciate if you didn't do that.
That would be dangerous.
Okay, let me...
Also,
Alright, allow me to rephrase. I will be very cross with you and be forced to take aggressive actions if you don't explain what's going on.
Excuse me, princess. Oh.
She's gonna hold the staff of cold, pointing it at him threateningly. I understand that you may be crazy, but at the same time you should not be futzing around with our group. If you have a point of us being here, speak now.
Bleh.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
What is the bleh? Is that nothing? Is that something?
He's got a crossbow in his chest and just finished being surprised. He's still not really there.
I'm going to attempt casting suggestion.
Alright. What level of suggestion?
Do I waste... What spell slots do I have? I think I'll use... this probably won't go into combat. Should I use my last 3rd level spell slot? I suppose I will.
Alright, so... Suggestion. He's going to attempt a counterspell.
Oh, shit.
That's 3rd level, so I think it just doesn't work. Yeah. You bring up your hands and start like casting suggestion on him, and as you're about to speak the suggestive phrase, you feel the magic kind of putter, and you see one of his hands slightly, just eyes still closed, just he's like holding the crossbow bolt, flicked out towards you, just by reflex. He just destroyed the formula of your spell.
Will you just... Oh, looks at her hands very frustrated.
Kill him, Monty. Just fucking
Do
kill
it.
him.
Don't
Jump to the wrong conclusion and just kill him,
Actually,
Monty.
hold on, no, he wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah.
He's crazy, but he still knows exactly what's going on. Yeah, so never mind. Still mark off the slot. What are you gonna suggest?
That's a good question. I was kind of anticipating counterspell.
Stop fucking
In a
with us.
calm and timely manner, inform us of why we are here, and speak to us like we are all adults, not in combat.
You cast the spell, you send the suggestion towards him, and you feel as though something blocks it.
That is even more frustrating than what previously happened with counterspell.
Yeah, I realized that he would know that he's already cast another thing on himself that makes that spell just useless against him. Alright. So that's Jolene.
Yep,
Get him, Monty.
That's Jolene.
Fucking
Monty.
Divine Smite. Do it. Get him.
Old man writhing on the ground.
It's like, oh god, are we killing this guy?
No!
I'll be right back.
I don't know. I would like to not.
I don't know what to do. Oh, so, how far away from this did we start? We were.
You
in,
guys
like,
would have been at the staircase, so you're about 50 feet away.
about 50 feet away. All right, then that's outside of my movement range. I guess I will run to wherever I heard the sound of combat starting.
Alrighty.
Monty, I know you are
into the
a
action.
fool. I know you're dumb, but don't do this.
My friends are in danger.
I'm...
Oh, okay.
Devin, are you doing anything? If so, I need you to roll.
I was gonna say, like, how much am I aware of? Am I seeing all of this happen? Like,
Yep,
we're in the
this was, you guys all got to the bottom of the stairs, and the first thing you would have seen was be an explosion of smoke, and then an old man with a crossbow bolt in his chest, and then a brief bout of possibly violence.
It's the squirrel.
The squirrel.
Devin, do not.
Are you, like... I'm assuming she's too far away for me to hear that.
You're 60 feet away. Yeah, if you're talking to yourself, then you can have no one hear you. In fact, no, I guess Ashley still casts, so Ashley's near you, so Ashley might be able to hear you, but yeah, Jolene.
I mean, I was just saying that, like, out loud.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's just
okay.
that's a
Myself.
That's
Brad.
just Brad being Brad. Okay, that's
yeah,
fair.
but Jolene would probably look like she does not want combat to ensue, which is probably
seeing
a
how she
panicked
said-
look.
Seeing how she said she does not want combat to ensue in her turn.
Also, to be clear, I'll just take the dash action.
Yeah, you dash up. So you're right in the middle of everything. He's in front of you on the ground. He's like reaching one hand for the arrow or for the bolt.
I'll just like point my hammer at him, like intimidatingly.
I'm gonna... You said I'm, like, near Ashley, right?
Yeah, you and Ashley would be right by the main room. So you're like at the bottom of the stairs in the main corridor.
Just, like, look at what's going on and be like... Ashley, you said you needed this guy, right? Ashley?
Go.
Grrr.
There
I'm here.
You said you needed this guy, right?
We were trying to get him because of the whole going after Strahd thing to see if he had anything that could aid us in doing this. Ashley's already basically given up on everything she needed this guy for. Ashley's just looking out toward him. Just, I don't think anybody can really help me with what I want, at least here. I would like to know what is going on and why you find the need to do this to us tonight of all times.
So should we continue to beat the crap out of that squirrel mage guy, or should we try to, like, tie him up? I don't know.
You gonna keep messing with us, old man?
Just a thumb. He's just like,
He just...
Fucking squirrel aims crossbow.
Alright, keep your thumb up if that means you're gonna play nice.
Yes.
thumb stays up.
Alright,
Okay.
he's learned...
Oh, thank
the old
okay.
man learned his lesson.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Shut it! I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Ashley, no!
Agent of Chaos.
There.
All right.
So
someone
what we've
get
learned
him
is
up.
I'm apparently an expert on familiars.
Same.
In front of you,
Hadrick, one
rising
question.
up the ground.
Was that the squirrel?
It was the squirrel.
I knew it.
Haha!
I had
Through a
hunch.
series of clever questions, I deduced that its story didn't line up.
He literally told me that it was his chair whenever he was sitting in his master's chair.
Well, you see, if I'd been there to hear that, that would have made this whole thing much faster.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
should I heal him or?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand down, like walk over,
No,
Patrick puts his hand down to the mage. Give me back my bolt.
I feel like we don't heal him until he gives us some useful information.
What if he
And then
dies
we
first?
think about healing him.
He rips the bolt out of his chest and throws it at your feet.
I'm just going to I'm going to cast a I'm gonna cast a healing word
I don't
because
think
again we do
Actually-
need this guy.
one bolt is not gonna probably threaten this guy's life.
Which is why I said healing word. It's literally the weakest thing we have. I just want to heal up the little wound.
All right. Well, there's your mage. I'm going back to get more stew. Have fun, people that needed the mage. And I'm going to leave and go back and get stew.
Okay, Hadrick, goodbye.
I gave him exactly the amount of points that you dealt him.
The amount that Hadrick can gain nothing from this man. Can you reverse teleport a bird here?
Sat up on the ground. He's still sat, but he's not standing yet. Is a bald man with a long beard with 2 wisps of white coming down the middle, and a fairly plain robe with a slight, like, ornate design down the middle.
So if you'll excuse me 1 second, sir, I have a question.
What do I have to
Why didn't you help us last night?
Alright.
Making sure you weren't all spies for Strahd.
Alright.
Could
we
be a
literally
trap.
told you as the squirrel we're looking to find you to take out Strahd.
Did you just accuse us of being the feds?
Yep.
You gotta tell me if you're feds.
Oh, jeez.
You saw the chest I left you, didn't you?
Yep. And I've been trying to watch ever since to see if it was a trap. And you guys went somewhere that I couldn't go.
Where was that?
The mountain. It's cold.
Why can't you go on the mountain?
It's cold.
You're a mage. Surely that should be.
Ashley
trivial
reaches for
to-
her rapier.
I could have got better clothes. I don't have warmth. I can't cast that. I don't have my book. Otherwise, yes, I could go there.
You're missing your book of spells?
Spells, yes.
I see.
And my staff.
Excuse me if I'm under the assumption, did you lose these things in Strahd's castle?
I lost them in a fight with him outside the castle. He hit me with lightning.
Ooh,
that'd
that
do
always...
it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Like a lot of lightning.
Like
Imagine.
entirely too much lightning.
A whole thunderstorm's worth of lightning.
Hey, Jolene.
Yes?
You gonna finish that bottle of wine you started?
It is all yours, Hadrick.
Okay, I need it.
I can certainly use a drink right now.
Hadrick is going to take the bottle and just start drinking the bottle. Hadrick is pretty much done with today at this point.
Is he in a bad mood or something?
I feel like your boyfriend won't appreciate that wine.
Yeah, I guarantee you he won't.
I believe he's a bit upset due to the events that occurred during.
You should know. You were there.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
It seems like a really dumb thing to do to us tonight after something like that just happened. We're a little bit on edge.
Listen,
She
I'm
draws the
taking
rapier.
Put that away. I could destroy you, kid. I might not have my book, but I can beat you.
Well, yeah, you can beat me. I just got kicked in the back of the head by a fucking horse.
Well, come back out there.
You did.
And I was very nice by letting you in here. I could have just not. I could have just left. But like, they're probably spies. I took a risk, okay? And I got shot in the chest with a freaking crossbow.
Which we are very sorry about.
No, we are not.
Not really.
Yes,
No. He
And
was
now
being
we're all on the
secretive.
same page.
I think you're sorry
That's a
about it.
middle ground, I think. We can. Yes.
Yes.
If we all have the same goal against Strahd, I don't see why there's animosity between us all, besides the
Because I don't trust you.
ill-sensed humor that took place.
Well, good job earning our trust.
Then what can we do to earn your trust?
I honestly wish I could tell you.
I have
How about
papers
not-
proving
how
that
about-
I'm not from here.
How about the fact that we have not murdered you after what just happened?
I didn't fire a
Totally.
second bolt.
Yeah, we all stopped.
You could kill me totally, unless that's not what he wants. Unless he wants you to drag me into his dungeon so he can torture me and try and figure out another way how to get out of this hellhole because he thinks I know a way.
I could swear to my god that we won't betray you.
They slit my throat!
Really? Who do you
I'm a
worship?
paladin. That surely means something.
Who do you worship?
Paylor.
Paylor, I haven't heard of him in a hot minute.
Yeah, he's apparently not popular in these parts, but trust me, where I'm from, he's a big deal.
It's you're from the realms, right?
Yes. Jolene's gonna start ruffling through her bag and pull out her papers of pedigree. I have papers proving I'm not from here.
That's very nice. I thank you for trying. Believe me, I want to trust you.
Hadrick is going to march back out there, and I'm going to do something that I have legitimately never gotten any fucking use out of ever in this entire campaign. I'm gonna walk out to him, I'm gonna stare him straight in the eyes, I'm gonna fucking point out that I have Heart of Darkness, and I'm just gonna get real close, wine bottle in hand, an inch from his face, and be like, do I look and sound like someone that is on Strahd's payroll to you?
Make a perception check.
I will perception his check. You heard me.
This is not a super hard thing to notice. Considering
yeah, well, I got an 8.
That's fine. You see his eyes are trembling. Like, not his head. He's not shaking as a person. His eyes specifically are like, rapidly moving.
Oh. I'm gonna poke him in...
Almost imperceptible until you got really close.
I'm gonna poke him in the chest. It's your call if you want to trust us and let us in on whatever you want to do. But I am in no mood to play this game.
I was letting you guys stay the night.
Yep.
I have no plan. I'm gonna go get my book back, and then I'm gonna kill the bastard.
And you want our help with that?
Nope.
Could we help? I think we would do a lot of good together.
Yes!
I like your spunk, kid. I'm gonna be honest. But I've been in this game a long time, and I know how the adventuring types get around extremely valuable pieces of magical equipment.
Alright. Are you accusing us of wanting to steal your book?
I simply know the game that I play, alright? It's nothing personal. That's less me not trusting you and me not trusting you for a different reason. I couldn't care if you were a spy, if you could help me get the book back, but then once we get it, if you stab me through the chest for it so you could, I don't know, learn dark magics or be able to cast wishes or whatever the heck you want, that's a valuable thing. I've had more than enough wizards try and light me on fire for it.
None of us are wizards?
Yeah, he's gonna turn to the group. Alright, I heard earlier there's different types of magic. Can any of you use spell books?
No.
I don't think so.
Turns back. We can't use your book.
You can use the staff. Like that one that you've got there, Missy.
Yes. And I'm happy with the one I currently possess.
Sure you are, until you see mine.
Damn!
I know I can get magic of similar strength back home.
I'm sure you can, princess. Not without a lot of money. I'm sure your dad wouldn't want to pay for that.
Okay. You can't trust us. Whatever.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm
That's
simply
fine.
doing a good deed here and helping some people who just got stabbed by literally the worst people in this country. And I got shot in the chest for it, so I'm sorry for being such an ungraceful host.
So what happens once you get your book and your staff back?
Then I'll figure out how to deal with this situation, and then I'll probably
get struck
go
by
home.
lightning again.
Maybe.
You're gonna die.
So wouldn't it be good to have a few people in between you and the lightning?
Listen, I understand where you guys are coming from, but I can't take those risks.
Do you?
I feel like.
Do you understand where we're coming from? Because I feel like we're talking two entirely different languages.
I got my own things I need to do.
Are you planning to find the book and staff soon?
I've been looking for a period of time.
Okay.
How are you able to do that under the gaze of Strahd? He can see everything here, right?
Pretty sure he thought I was dead, so he's not looking. That's really it.
Are we allowed to
I also
stay
don't
here?
hang out in the camps of people who work for him, unless I'm a squirrel, because they could give a shit. Yes, you're allowed to stay here. Please don't shoot me again.
For how long?
The building's up for a day.
And after that, you're moving, I assume?
I'm going back to my mountain because it's not so cold there yet. I'm gonna go get some fish, and I'm gonna look for my book.
Alright, if you end up deciding that you want help doing this thing that you're clearly incapable of doing, then you talk to us. Otherwise, I'm gonna go drink every fucking drink that you have in this building. Bye.
I dare you.
I'll do it.
Oh, you can't do it.
I can.
Go ahead, I'll watch.
Good, come watch.
I will.
Good. Let him come watch.
We really appreciate your hospitality.
It's true.
Hadrick will drink until he passes out, and every time he asks for new wine, it will be, bring me the next most expensive one.
Oh, Hadrick. Just watching him very worriedly.
All right. Anyone else have anything they want to do? Your mage friend will be at the table with Hadrick the whole time, occasionally sipping from his own wine.
As the mad mage goes to, as the mad mage goes to leave and like go in there to the room to eat, Ashley's just gonna sigh and go upstairs, and she's gonna go to the bathroom area.
I would like to ask him about something.
I just dealt with the inevitable long-term consequences of this for you, Aaron.
I'm watching this mage.
Yeah.
Intoxicated and unconscious.
In that order.
All right. Yeah. If anyone has anything they want to do, I'm gonna forward the clock, but you can take actions in the meantime.
We have 20 minutes till alarm, FYI.
All right.
Yeah, I would like to ask him. Would you happen to have any spare reagents lying around? That I could trade you for something.
What are you looking for? Probably silver.
Exactly.
Or,
yes.
Holy water.
Yeah.
That's usually what your types need.
Yes. Do you have silver? Powdered, if possible.
Let me look. He turns around and grabs a servant. Find me some of my powdered silver. And they just kind of walk off. All right, I'm looking.
I really appreciate it. There's a ceremony I'd like to try to help our friend over there. Just look in Devin's direction.
You see his eyes flare white for a second as he glances over at her. Yeah, that, like I said before, she's just playing with things that she shouldn't have been.
Do you know the nature of what's happening to her? You saw what happened.
But I can tell you there's something clinging to her. It's basically on your soul at this point.
It's on my soul.
Like
you've been feeling weird urges lately, maybe a little angrier.
Yeah.
Yep. That happens to newbies all the time. Whenever they're fresh out of the academy, they get a little uppity, a little excited. Oh, boom! They made some sort of gift for somebody, and now they're paying the price. Kills a lot of people.
You know, if I can.
That's some strong stuff on you, whatever it is. Honestly, that's beyond me. Not unless I got my book back, and even then, I'm going to be real. Probably couldn't pay me enough to get rid of that for you.
I kind of figured I already asked somebody about it, so yeah.
Well,
you could go ahead and give it a shot. It might at least alleviate some of the symptoms, but I'm going to be honest with you, that stuff is powerful. You familiar with darkness? Like the spell? Or is that out of your purview?
I think I think I could probably get the gist.
I have it.
Yeah, it normally when you have a darkness spell and someone tries to light something up inside of it, it just destroys that source of light. Unless that source of light is strong enough, then the reverse happens. This is some strong stuff, so there's a chance it'll just eat your spell.
I see.
If it makes sense. But go ahead and try. I'm sure there's some around here. They'll be back in a little bit. Have some drinks if you want. I don't care. There's tons of food too.
Where's your friend? Who's the sad one, the tiny one?
Ashley?
Yeah.
Where is Ashley?
Oh, she
I went to
wandered
go
off.
bathe.
She went to the
Oh, that's
bathe.
fair. Yeah, she's in the bathroom. She'll be out soon.
Alright.
Thank you again for your help.
Yeah. Do me a favor, don't turn into a squirrel anytime soon.
I'll turn to a fucking squirrel.
Like for your own safety.
Yeah, for your
Like-
own safety.
I'm not positive
No, I
he
get
won't
those
shoot you
Again, you
I
could,
will.
if he shot me again, then he would be in a lot more trouble. I'd actually be a little mad that time, because he would know that it's me instead of having a hunch. And yeah, that would
Yeah,
change
but
things. I would make
there's
some
also
opinions,
the
but
whole-
and if you try and chew on me, you can't catch me. It's fine.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Okay. Good.
I still have enough things memorized that if it was mano a mano, yeah, I could, I don't know, kick you in the shins or something and run away.
Alright.
So, you fought Strahd before.
Yeah, I fought a lot of people before.
Could you perhaps divulge some of the information of his magic?
He's a wizard.
If he-
He uses spells, can cast lightning of multiple sorts. You can call it from the sky, can call it from your face. He's got
Beyond
something.
the lightning, I'm aware of the lightning.
He's got something inside his castle. I'm pretty sure that can protect him from damage.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm looking for that.
Like all damage?
Sort of. For it has an upper limit, I'm sure. But he can just willfully not use it if he doesn't want it to get damaged.
I see.
Hope he's still thinking less of us then, so we can get the jump on him.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest advantage and one of the reasons you guys are still alive right now. That or you work for him, and this is all some weird ruse to get me to go outside. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Just puts hand on Hadrick's head.
Cross your bridge.
Just easy.
I d- I don't know if it'll mean anything to you, but I'd swear to Palor, like pulling out the amulet of Ravenkind, like I swear to Palor, I will die before I betray you.
Nice artifact. Yeah, that means something. It's hard to hear people who worship a god from home. Don't you meet paladins from Greyhawk, anyways?
We're from Greyhawk, right?
No, you're from the realms.
Oh, okay, yeah, but oh,
Subreddit boofed them over.
Greyhawk?
Yeah, so you know how the Lathander, Morning Lord, whatever they call him here, is basically the same thing as Pelor, but they're
it's not!
just two identities.
They're entirely
severed
different.
across multiple universes, and you can jump between them if you know the paths. I'm from Greyhawk.
I see.
Goodness.
Then
So
how
that-
do you know Sand?
I've been to the realms. I've been many times. Do you know Elminster?
Do I know Elminster?
Elminster of Shadowdale is one of the strongest mages in the realms.
Yes.
He fucking hates people, but if someone can get him to do something, then it is done.
Yes, of course I know. I can't pronounce his name. Man, but
Elminster of Shadowdale.
Elminster of Shadowdale. Of course I know.
Yeah.
He's very powerful.
I've worked with the guy. I taught him some of the stuff he knows.
What?
You teach him
Again,
how
I
to,
said, mano a man. You in trouble, girl.
you teach him how to dodge a bolt.
I did, drunk man. I actually did.
Maybe get some water, Hadrick.
Hadrick is at this point like slipping in and out of
So,
consciousness.
yeah. Brother.
She's just Jolene's
Punch
just
him in the
petting the
shit.
top of his head. Just let him rest.
Oh, absolutely. That's fine. I figured he couldn't get through all. I told you he couldn't get through. I have like hundreds of bottles, and that's just on this rack.
Huh.
Fuck it.
I could get a whole town wasted with the amount of wine I have in here. And then if I, fail to do that, I just make another one.
To be fair, Hadrick, if this was all water, you couldn't drink it all.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
All right,
Sick of
Hadrick.
people not having faith in me.
I have faith in you.
Fuck you, Grier.
You're wonderful.
It's a good thing that one left, because I was pretty sure he was a spy. Mostly because he looks like the other one that is an assassin.
How dare you?
Huh. They're both assassins. That's a little concerning.
Hadrick, I'm gonna
He was
roll
probably
once.
the one that was gonna kill me.
Hold on a sec. I need to. Oh, fucking, it's destiny. Hadrick's gonna, as soon as you mentioned the other one, Hadrick's gonna come to slightly. You didn't impose this on me, so I'm unimposing it off of myself.
Go nuts! I'm not Stephanie, dude.
He just rouses. You know about that other Arakakra?
Devil's Dagger? I sure do. I've been keeping tabs on him.
Who are they?
Bird showed up about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know. I haven't been keeping too much track of time. But he came in with about 200 others. They tried fighting that boy before my ordeal, and they were swiftly wiped. Some of them actually came with me when I went. Some of the survivors.
What is he to Grier?
That I couldn't tell you. He's a bird, man. I don't know too many Arakakra. I've met a couple on my adventure, but they don't live that long.
Why? Why did he mean so much to Grier that Grier left with him?
Just reassuringly rubbing his back.
I'm uncomfortable. Your friend's making me uncomfortable.
I'm very sorry.
We recently lost. Well, as obviously you know.
I saw, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it's a little sentimental for me. I've lost a lot of people, so I guess I'm numb to that stuff. I'm gonna go check on the other one. So y'all finger guns, and he's gonna.
Hopefully not as she is taking her bath.
He vanishes in a puff of
Just
smoke. Ashley.
Hey, what's up?
A puff of smoke appears beside you, and an elderly man is sat there.
Leave me alone, old man. I'm soaking in the tub.
Why so glum, chum? This is less awkward than being downstairs right now, so I'm staying here.
No, Ashley's fine with it.
This is less awkward than being downstairs. All yours.
Oh no! I know my companionship will not suffice. I'm sorry.
You know, yo, Jolene.
Ashley's just sitting in the tub, just looks over at him.
Yo, fucking Jolene, player imposed persuasion check. Go.
Imposed okay, sure, because that's what. Okay.
Roll persuasion
Right. Is
for
he
me.
targeted? Yes, he is.
Well, you don't have to target anyone. Just roll it.
Oh, right.
Player
Yeah.
imposed means that I am not the DM and I'm asking you to make it. Hadrick is still sad.
Yeah. Oh.
That's all
What
from
are you
me.
doing here?
Well, you seemed a little upset earlier. Do you not like squirrels or something? So I don't want to be downstairs right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Ashley just kind of sits up in the tub, just looks over at him. I've been looking for you for a long time, and I'm upset that there's really no reason to look for you anymore. Is
Why is
all.
that? Why look for me in the first place? If you're not a spy, if you're not, and I'm not saying you aren't, but if you're not a spy, why are you looking for me? I got your little mirror thing, and yeah, that's nice. And thank you for that. It's in my library. But I don't get it. You said you needed help.
I heard
Is it
that
leaving here? Because I need help with that too.
I can leave here whenever I want.
Okay.
I recently learned that I'm a Vistani, so I can just leave.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna ignore the fact that that's your heritage in lieu of the fact that I know you've been trapped here for a while.
It's fine. You don't trust me anyway, so it doesn't matter. I
Fair.
was looking for a powerful mage because I wanted help
all right.
with. Because I wanted help with a problem that I had, and
All right.
I recently learned that in order for that problem to be fixed permanently, I need the blood of children. So let's not do that anymore.
How the hell did you learn that? Did you like ask a lich?
Yeah.
Okay, well there's your problem. That's what liches do. They
Well,
need.
you never showed up.
I've been busy, and I'm scared of you guys because you could kill me. So it's not like I'm gonna jump up and be like, "Hey, hi, it's me."
I thought you said that you wouldn't. You would destroy us.
I mean, one-on-one, sure. All of you probably not. Not right now. Not without my book. I don't have the right spells for you guys.
Speaking of which, just over there, she points to her stuff
What about it?
in the bag.
Go see your bag.
She's gonna point off to her bag, and if he goes to the bag, he'll find a spell book in there.
Well, that's a neat little tidbit.
There, take that one. If you go and try to find yours without something, then you'll probably just get lightning and then die, right?
I mean, maybe. I don't think. Again, he's not looking for me right now, so it's not as big of an issue. If he was, well, maybe you and listen. Shut up.
Just take it. We can't use it.
Yeah, all right. Token of goodwill. He plops it down. Bench next to it.
I was gonna think about leaving it in your library or something, but then if I did that, it would just plop out into the world whenever this is gone anyway. And
so it's nebulous. Some things can stay and some things can't. I think it's the more organic it is. It's weird. I've been trying to figure that one out.
What was the name of the spell again?
The spell Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Mordenkainen must have been a really powerful mage.
Totally. He's way strong. Leader of the Circle of Eight. That dude's like buff as heck. Handsome too.
I don't know much about it. I don't remember much of anything, but it's a pretty neat spell.
I know a couple of his stuff.
I opened a book a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
well, a lot of bad stories start with that.
It was a bad book. It's like, yeah, it's a bad story. It's a bad book.
Reading is dangerous.
Something so terrifying that I don't want to mention was in that book, and it was so frightening and strange that I lost everything. I forgot everything about me. I ended up wandering around until eventually I stumbled into the Feywild, and while I was there, someone taught me how to cope with it. Just all the strange knowledge and voices that I had from it.
Looking for that kind of whimsy again? You want to go to the Feywild?
Maybe. That might be the only thing left for me to try. Whenever I was there, I was with someone named Titania.
Yeah, I know.
And she
thought
that I was really cute, so she dressed me up like a girl.
Okay.
And that was the only time I was ever really happy. After I accidentally left there, I had been looking to try to maybe get that back. So I thought that if I found a wizard who could turn me into a girl for real, it would all end and I could just look away from it.
No, that's
why I was
totally
looking
something
for you.
that can be done. Absolutely. Why would you need souls to do that?
That's just what the person told me.
Okay, you shouldn't talk to liches about stuff like that.
And I want it to be permanent.
Yeah, no, you don't need blood or things for that. That's a lich thing.
What do I need then?
Well, I could do that, but I need my book. And I don't know where my book is. So, that'd be a step. But other than, any wizard worth Elminster could do it. Sand could probably, although he's an enchanting type, so maybe not. I don't know. He could learn it for sure. He's a talented kid. Other than that, I don't know. It's not. It's not super cheap, but you could probably afford it considering the things you guys have been getting up to.
And this is all assuming you somehow survive this place and don't die.
That's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, because at that point you could just walk in with a small bag of money, and yeah, I've been a woman before for like 3 months. It's not my thing, but I get it.
She looks at him at that point. It's just like, and how it wasn't your thing, but how did you feel?
I don't like it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna be honest. It was nice. I mean, I was cute, but
I don't need to be cuter. I'm already cute.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just mean. I mean, like, I enjoyed it, but I enjoy my penis. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's
also, the beard stayed at first, and that was weird. So that's been me.
Puts hand up to chin and rubs. It's like, I don't think I have to worry about that either.
Oh.
But yeah, no, that's a simple solution. You could get that done easy.
And all you need is your book?
Yeah, if I had my book, I could do that. Give me, like, what, 20 minutes?
Oh my god. Dude.
Okay, maybe an hour, but still. 30 minutes.
Where can I find you then?
I mean, I could scry on you guys. You've seen me, so now you can on me, which is horrible. And let's not talk about it. Otherwise, I'll probably be on my hill looking for my shit. It was somewhere under this bridge last I looked, which is why I'm here right now, other than the fact that I was following you guys to see if you were trying to kill me. But that'll be me for the evening. Well, morning. I guess it's only like, what, 10 a.m. outside?
I shouldn't go and look for it now. We have to go to the castle.
No, you should probably save your friend, because he's going to die in there.
Yeah. I'll give up on that for now. Either way, there. That's why I was looking for you.
Cool. Well,
it
yeah,
seems
I
really
can do
simple
that.
now.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because literally one of the best mages in the universe. Just saying, I'm kind of amazing.
If that's the case, there's something else. If you are one of the best mages in the universe and all that good stuff, and,
that's who I am.
I mean, do you think we could just cut out the middleman then?
What?
There's like something going on in my head.
We could take a look. I don't want to touch that with like a 10-foot pole. Speaking of which, you should get one of those. But yeah, no, not right now. No.
What do you mean?
If it was fucked up enough that you want to be a woman now and you have to hide in the Feywild from whatever's in your head, and I let that out here, then okay, let's fight whatever's there, along with Strahd von Zarovich. Does that sound like a fun time to you?
Listen, I don't know if it's even here or if it's just what, or whenever whenever I died, it said that, you know, I basically can't get away from it no matter what anyway, and then this snake tattoo showed up.
So
is it still there? Is the snake tattoo there?
Do you look?
I mean, I'm naked right now.
Yeah. I was like, do you look at your neck? Try and see it?
Yes.
It is there right now.
Points.
Yep, that's pretty fucked up. Yeah, so you got to be really careful when you're diddling with magic stuff like that, because if you do let that out and it is in your brain and not just like a part of your brain, then we now have another thing to deal with, and it's no bueno. I've had people do that inside like towns. Waterdeep got smashed up pretty bad one time when I was visiting.
How come just opening a book does so many weird things?
I have a book in my library that tries to eat you. It's got a mouth inside of it. It tries to bite you. Don't know why, but I have it.
The monster book.
There's some weird books out there. Be careful what you read. That's all I can say.
I wish I even knew why I read it. I think it belonged to my dad or something. I don't even know anymore. Now that I know I'm a Vistani, everything's all kind of weird with that too. And
he probably stole
so
it.
long ago.
That's mean to say, but probably he's a Vistani.
Hmm?
I said he probably stole it. It's mean to say, but he probably did because he's a Vistani.
Probably.
Like, it sounds racist, but that's what they do.
No, they're kind of bad. They're kind of horrible.
They're terrible. They're monsters.
Did you see what they did earlier?
Totally, I was watching the whole time. It was terrifying. Mostly because I thought I was going to get stabbed or hit with a fire.
I mean, at least you had a reason to just watch and not do anything to help us.
Yeah, no, if you guys died, I would have just left. Yeah, no, they just dicked around. I don't know. They like to have fun, party, and they use the fact that they work for the big band to kind of throw their proverbial wangs around the country. So no one
they
will
won't
mess
be
with
able
them.
to do that for much longer.
Probably. Although if you kill them, they'll just run away.
Well, I mean, whatever. I won't have to deal with them, so it's fine.
The Stonians to other lands. Yeah, no. All right, just checking on you. I'm gonna here, have this wine. He just puts a bottle down next to you and poofs away.
Looks to the wine while in the bathtub. Shrugs, grabs it, lays back in the bathtub.
I think that's where we'll cap it. Sans a brief moment with Gryer. Holding the sword in front of you, Gryer.
Yeah.
The sword's for your sword. There is work to be done.
Like, what do you
There is
mean?
evil in this place, and it must be killed.
Well, no
I shall
shit.
not rest until every last beast in this kingdom is dead.
In this kingdom?
Yes.
Like, even the innocent people?
No.
Okay,
evil.
good, because I was about to say.
The evil must be quenched.
Okay, the evil. Okay, gotcha.
He's like, no, I'm totally for that.
Fool.
Okay, this must be like that thing Hadrick has.
Yeah, my sword doesn't talk like that.
Nope. He just feels stuff out.
Well, I mean, he did feel like anger, like you feel emotions as well.
That part's the same.
If you mean just like a weapon with a personality, then yes. But I feel like that's
similar enough.
I feel like they're very different.
Stop being so racist, Gryer.
A short sword with it's like a blue glowing, almost glass-like blade to it.
Alright.
Alright.
And
What would you call a sword like that?
I don't know what I would call a sword like that.
I was asking Aaron.
Short sword that glows.
Gryer asked it, like, do you got a name, or...
No.
Okay.
I have been here for a long time. Do you swear to kill evil with me? If not, then put me back under.
This
Yes,
sword and
that's-
Monty is strong dick energy.
I was actually going to say, this sword is that one time I played Monty as a sword.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't trust that thing. Yeah. Yes, I do.
Good. Hello, I'm a sword.
Hello, nameless sword.
Name me.
I'll sit on that for a bit.
No, name me now.
I'm a sword.
Name it Assassinate. That way every time you say I'm going to use Assassinate, Aaron has to sigh and be like, okay. The feature or the weapon.
You don't have to name it now.
No, name it now. Name it
Yo,
now.
No,
name
Grier's
me
not that
now.
clever.
As we peel away from Castle Ravenloft, as Gryer stares at a weird glowing sword. And we'll pick this up in 2 weeks.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Ta-ta!
That was today's game. He
We
said,
did it.
I
adding nothing to the
love
conversation.
that mage.
So fucking same though.
So fucking good.
Oh,
I hate him.
He is awesome.
I showed him
I
his
hate-
boss.
I
He's
hate
crazy, man.
I hate him.
What a rat
He's
boy.
so casual.
I want to
Fucking-
fight him.
I hate everything about him. I hate how how sometimes he's a squirrel. I hate how how he just doesn't. I hate how everything. I hate him.
Stupid fucking squirrel.
I hate how he saw. I hate how he saw my man chest. Fuck that guy.
I want to say that maybe on a different day Hadrick wouldn't have done that, but I feel like Hadrick would have. still
He's just having a
probably done.
bad fucking morning, man.
Is it morning at this point?
You made the
is
mistake
morning.
of filling me full of meat
Actually,
and
afternoon.
bread. I'm strong now.
By the Kazira Rush got interrupted at around 5 a.m. and then walking in.
Oh,
everything.
okay.
By the time you got to the castle, Gryer, it was 9.
Oh,
Alright.
And it's now into the afternoon.
I am going to end our recording and such.
Wait, I want to hear. Okay. Do
Bye,
it.
everyone at home.
Goodbye, people at home.
Good boy.
Goodbye.